Sounds like a car horn stuck, huh? Woo! Legendary offseason tour continues as we approach the FA, only 10 days away. Oh, by the way, I found something you'll enjoy, hopefully as much as I did. You know how Jack is always coming in talking, I told you about this guy, and I told you about him, and I told you about him. Remember, you heard it here first. You know, Jack goes on and on. Jack, you also said Adrian Cobra was the guy. Oh, God, I couldn't. Anytime I can catch Jack wrong, now I'm going to be looking for it. I got to do some further investigation. He must have said something else wrong. He cannot get every player right, or else you got to deal with Jackisms. Headlines. Speculation around the NFL community believes the Niners will indeed trade back from that 31st pick. And Emmanuel Sanders says 49ers haven't made an offer or initiated talks. In fact, about 5 hours ago on Twitter, a report from at KP_show, offered this information. Per source, keywords, per source, the Niners offered Sanders roughly $5 to $6 million a year, less than he wanted. I'm trying to find out the exact numbers, years on the deal, /years on the deal. But yeah, he's gone unless a lot of changes over the next week or so. Lord have mercy. Why did he put that tweet up? Apparently, Sanders saw the tweet and responded in Dre-like fashion. Dude, you're making stuff out your ass. No offer has been sent and no talks have been made. Bad reporting at its finest, SMH. The KP show needs the boy. You know, we got some guys on our team. If you're gonna go on Twitter, look out if you say the wrong thing. Don't be lying. Gotta be watching, man. Okay. Anyway, I enjoyed that so much. Yeah. Anyway, with just 10 days left, what do you think the 49ers are going to do about the E-Man? And they haven't said a word to him. They haven't said anything to Jimmy either. I don't know. You've only heard about so far, and we discussed the priority list. Eric Armstead is apparently at the top of it. They've been working feverishly on Armstead probably since we last talked about him. That's been, a couple of weeks? So maybe they don't have any time to talk to anybody else. Parag's only one guy, and I don't know. It's really tough to call this one. Anyway, fam. A quick assessment of the 49ers capital in 2020 NFL draft makes it easy to see why a trade out of the first round is probably imminent. They have the number 131 pick, and they're off the clock again until the 139 selects. That's too long. It's not often that moving out of the first round is the best method of operation for any team. But the 49ers' track record of hitting on mid-round picks makes a move back from that 31 pick kind of logical, actually. 49ers have done well with post-first-round picks, to say the least. The Lynch and Shanahan duo will need to continue that run of success, fam, outside the first round in this year's draft in order to restock the depth on the roster and set themselves up for more long-term success is always the objective. We are not the Los Angeles Rams, which is why this Brady BS is not even close to going to happen. But it makes for nice talking and fun in the offseason. And for those who hate Jimmy G, wow, yes. Anyway, taking a look back at the studs picked up so far during the Lynch Shanahan tenure. Round 2 pick, wide receiver Deebo Samuel. Pick number 36 from just a year ago. And Samuel's versatility as a receiver and a runner made him one of the most productive rookie wide receivers in 49 history. By the way, Taryn, you asked me about Ayuk. Man, that's that they talk about Debo this year in the offseason and programs all the time. The first thing they did to compare the Arizona running a wide receiver to was Debo. I said, running backs turn wide receiver is going to be a popular theme in the future because of Debo. But we got the original. Pick up this kid Ayuk. And also, oh man, don't let us pick up the other guy that Jack predicted. Anyway, let me move on. 961 yards from scrimmage for the D. Mrs. Samuel's baby boy, and 6 touchdowns and 71 touches. Samuel was also the team's top wide receiver with 802 receiving yards, which is, by the way, fam, I got a feeling Kyle's going to think his rookie's polished enough now to take over that lead role, and that is why I have a feeling the Debo might be done. If Trent Taylor comes back, looks good, that's going to give him 2 solid wide outs. Kendrick Bourne is solid. You don't know what you got in Jalen Hurd. He may be the best man on the team. They're not going to. I hope they. I like Sanders. I don't care. Anyway, Samuel's looking like a steal so far after year one, and there's a chance for him to emerge as one of the best picks from the 2019 draft class if he takes a step up next season. I'm talking about out of everybody, right? It hasn't been all peaches and cream, though, in that second round. Other round 2 picks that have put a scar on the reputation. Dante Pettis' name comes up from 2018. Akella Witherspoon from 2017. Those are second-round picks. We impatiently wait for them to break out, please. Notice how I didn't say anything about 27. Well, never mind, it's a first-round pick. It's been an up-and-down 3 seasons for Witherspoon, who showed a lot of promise in year 1 before disappointing in year 2 and bouncing back in year 3 until he was derailed by that foot injury, which, by the way, I wonder if it really ever did really heal. He won't say anything, but players don't normally say, my leg, man. If it wasn't for my leg, but they'll never do that. So his season ended with benchings in Week 17 of the regular season. And, of course, that went right into the divisional playoffs where we watched Mosley take that job and may not give it back up again. And while the jury is still out on Witherspoon's viability as a long-term starter, he was playing at a Pro Bowl level before his injury, which gives some promise he may contend for a starting job next year, his 4th season. Come on, Spoon! What happened to you? You were doing well. Okay. Linebacker Fred Warner. Pick 70 in 2018. There aren't a lot of stars rising faster than Warner at the linebacker position, period. He's a perfect fit at the position for defending modern offenses with a combination of size and athleticism that allows him to be effective against the run and pass. He recorded 2 INTs and 8 breakups. He was a man on a mission last year in his 2nd full season. He looks to be a staple in the heart of the 49ers defense for the foreseeable future. And then you look at defensive back Tavarius Moore, pick 95 out of that same 4th round, 2018. Moore hasn't gotten many chances to shine, but did show up big in the Super Bowl with a pass breakup on a 3rd down and an INT in the red zone. However, it just could be, I hadn't thought about this, I checked this out, that a position change from a safety to cornerback in year 1, and that may have been a mistake, fam. 49ers, don't draft people and start shifting them around. This is a very stupid thing anyway, when you think about it. If he looked good at that position, why don't you bring him in at that position? That switch may have kept him from developing quickly enough to hold on to the starting free safety job in this past season, which was his 2nd. They gave J-Dub the job back. But what if he would have came in at safety his 1st year and started really getting into it? The NFL speed and adjusting, because he's got a lot of natural talent. Timo only moved back to his natural spot after injuries at the position to force him to move back there during the offseason program. As you know, J-Dub broke his collarbone. They said, Timo, what? Your butt up here, man. We're going to get back to safety. Say what? There's a chance he's a team starting free safety going into 2020 if Jimmy Ward leaves in free agency, in spite of all the need for everybody. We got to get Delpit, we got to get McKenzie. And McKenzie would probably be the pick from what I'm understanding now. If the 49ers were to stay at 31 and McKenzie was available, Delpit's probably going to leave before McKenzie, and some of the speculation is. That's neither here nor there because the 49ers are probably leaving that 31 pick to whoever wants to take it. Other round 3 picks by Lynch, quarterback C.J. Beathard. But wide receiver Jalen Hurd, that could be a saving grace. You know, as I say, it hasn't been all peaches and cream for the 49ers. They've had a few people that are questionable. But when you look at the ratio around the league, it's probably equal to or better than, probably not below the average. Round 4 pitch, the Wish Wishnowsky. Notice how I did with the W and M? Mitch Wishnowsky. Pick 110, 4th rounder. Wish doesn't have the booming leg that's going to have him near the top in punting averages every year, but hang time. Boy, this dude could be, his hang time is compared. When you say hang time, you think about NBA players, you know. You got to think about Mitch Wish, too. That boy's kicks. Savvy directional punting played in the 49ers special teams, allowing only 5.7 yards per return. That's more valuable to me than booming that ball out of the end zone on every punt. If you can let my guys get down there, there's an opportunity for them to make a play, force a fumble. Any number of things can happen because you're watching that ball and you're watching the pursuit, watching the ball, watching the pursuit. Now there's a potential for a mistake. And then when you get there, you hit him like he never, you know, because normally they're going to call a fair catch anyway because ain't nobody stupid. Well, there's a few, but not many. He also had 2 of his punts land in the end zone for touchbacks. While improving on kickoffs will be key for Mitch, his savvy as a punter helped him in the field position battle. Other round 4 picks included by John Lynch. Oh, Lynch, he's got some things on his record that he's not happy about. Running back Joe Williams, of course. I think that was forced by Bobby Turner and Kyle Shanahan, so you can't lay that all on Lynch. Contavious Street, the jury is still out. Contavious, you need to show us something this year, though, because else we're going to start putting you in the Solomon train, on the Solomon train, okay? All right. Round 5. Round 5. This is what John Lynch and company can hang their hat on for the rest of their lives. They picked up. You know, finding a start in the 5th round is nice. Finding an all-pro, future Hall of Famer is how teams go from bottom feeder to the Super Bowl in 3 seasons. Mrs. Kittle's baby boy. My. Kittle's already considered the best tight end in the league. And in 2019 was voted Pro Football's Focus as the best overall player in football. I said the best overall player in football. I didn't say nothing about tight end, wide receiver, quarterback, or nothing else. I said in the game. He's a fantastic run blocker, as you know, and a monster as a pass catcher. Kittle's fingerprints are all over the 49ers offense. We watched it. We worried when every time he said he wasn't, if Kittle ever said he wasn't going to play, oh my God. First thing to go see your mind, oh my God. He is the offense. Tight ends traditionally are not considered for MVP, but Kittle shatters that narrative right badly quickly. And getting Kittle's talent in round 1 would have been great, but getting it in round 5, that's outrageous. Also, in that same round, wide receiver Trent Taylor in the same year of 2017, pick 177. Fam, what a lot of us do, we always do it and have done it, and we'll probably continue to do so. We're doing it now, actually. We tend to crown players to be useless when they're out of sight, they're out of mind, and then, of course, we go ahead and take it to the next level. He ain't no good! I told you about that last year with Ward. Armstead, being injured and being a bad player are 2 different things, okay? Let's not mix the 2. That's not necessarily true. It could be true with Trent Taylor. It probably is the case. In fact, your injuries have kept Trent from building on a strong rookie year where he caught 43 passes for 430 yards and was pretty much between Marquise Goodwin and Trent Taylor, that was all Jimmy G had for an offense. However, he was arguably the team's best receiver in camp prior to a season-ending foot injury just last season. Think about that for a minute. The best in camp. That means he was standing out and he was just really doing a number. Now, I don't know what that means for next year. Hopefully he feels good. Now he has a chance going into year 4 to reemerge as a significant player in the 49ers passing attack. if Trent's ready to roll, Jimmy G has a safety net that he really needs. Because there are times when routes aren't being ran right, they're not developing, covered, or whatever. You can't cover Trent Taylor. He runs a slant. There's one point in his rookie year that Taylor was considered to run the slant better than any player in the NFL in his rookie season. You can't just look past that and lay a judgment on him like he ain't no good. He is. If he gets there, he could be one of the best Lynch puts together as a GM. A round that also included Dre Greenlaw. Boy, it looked like Dre was going to be relegated to a special teams when he was first drafted. But the G, quickly worked his way into the starting unit in the offseason and grabbed the starting Sam linebacker spot to start the year. And you know who we got rid of, right? Mr. Smith. Say goodnight. He eventually filled in for an injured Quan Alexander and Will Linebacker turned into an excellent rookie campaign. Greenlaw, I remember that. Ain't nobody going to forget about that. Greenlaw was effective against the Hawks all year long. He's the Hawk killer. Picking him off in that first game that we should have won. Second game, Mr. Hollister trying to lean into the end zone and beat the 49ers. Dre Greenlaw, not on my watch. Get your butt up off of that line. Wham! Oh, God. Love me some Dre Greenlaw. Oh, Greenlaw is exceptional at getting sideline to sideline and playing in coverage. He fits in well with the Niners. Hot boys. Athletic linebacker core and should emerge as a long-term starter in San Francisco. Other fifth-round picks include DJ Reed. DJ Reed doesn't get a lot of attention, does he? I think he doesn't get a lot of play either. We'll see more maybe from him this year. Oh, and Fab, don't forget DJ Jones, harvested in 2017. Round 6. And I can't wait till he gets back to fill in that nose. Actually, DJ Jones on the field and Eric and DJ Jones, even when Nick takes a break, ooh, that rotation. DJ Jones, DeForest Buckner, when he's healthy, D Ford, while Bosa's taking a break, Eric takes over on that side. Ain't gonna be no running to the left. The right side, but get rid of the ball. Oh, God, I love that rotation. Anyway, fam, here's the thing. Are you going to trust our guys to bring in some talents in the rounds beyond one for us to write home about this year is going to be the question. And do you want to see that trade back or not? If not, give some reasons for that. And if you support it, yeah, let's talk about that. And what are your feelings on possibly having to get over the E-Man this year? And I kind of think that's what it's going to be because Kyle's going to go ahead and give Sanders the ball. He's going to be the lead man, especially if Taylor comes back, because that means now Jimmy's got that threat, probably going to be consistent. If he can stay on the field, though. We don't know we got Jalen Hurd, but they probably got good things, good thoughts about him. There's still, will Dante be okay? Kendrick's always standing by if he's not. You know? So I guess they're going to say, no, we're not going to pay all that money. Ah, God, okay. Hey, Matt S., I'm from Bend, Oregon. What's up, Matt? Good to see you, fam. We've been together for a while, haven't we? And Kenny's back. Revenge Tour 2020. Corvettes rule and Mustangs drool. We lost once in our division last season. Can we get a sweep this year? Yeah, as a matter of fact, we did, didn't we? V Golden, thanks, fam. I never know how to react to those kind of comments. Thank you. I won't repeat it. Thanks. J. Evander Balon, question: we can get better pieces if we get Brady, trade Jimmy and Mullins. That's 2 to 3 Super Bowls. Sign Mariota to learn under Brady. J. Evander Balon. You've got to get a better drug dealer, man. You've been smoking some of the worst dope I've ever seen. That is the worst scenario I've seen this year. Pick up Mariota? Good God, what for? Oh, my Lord. No, I emphatically disagree. Oh, Empire Strikes Back 49ers. We're not sure Hurd will ever be able to really play with a back injury, especially since he couldn't even fly. And I found out that's true. They really didn't fly because they were worried about jarring his back. Turbulence can be rough, I guess. I'm really worried about that. Josh wasn't. My honest opinion, Spoon just never healed all the way from his injury. I'm thinking that might be true. And Wang Chan, Ronbo, where the Niner cat? We'll find him soon. He'll be back. Mel! Oh, they need Mel! Oh!
Ronbo, what up? Bang, bang, Ronbo, what up?
Yo, Mel, man, I'm just sitting up here looking at man. So, it's funny because I already realized the 49ers weren't going to keep that 31 pick. It's just not the way they're not wired that way. And E-Man, boy, I tell you what, Mel, we got some dudes on our team. If you go right about them, don't let them catch you if you're saying something ain't right.
No doubt. No doubt.
I love it. But Mel, what are your thoughts on it? Do we keep it E-Man or not? And also, do you like the fact we're trading down to 31 or you want to keep it, or what's the story?
Nah, man. Get rid of that 31, bro. We don't need that, man. We're not desperate. We're not. We're not desperate. We're pretty much shown up at the key positions and whatnot. We just need, we can improve at some spots, but I don't think that the draft is what's going to actually improve this team to that level, to that degree. So, yeah, man, get rid of that 31, grab some more. We do some of our best work in those middle rounds.
Seems like.
So, yeah, no doubt. And as far as E-Man goes, man, I love E-Man. Thanks for what you've done for us, bro. But take it or leave it. That's where I am. That's where I am now with E-Man. So if he wants too much, then, don't let the doorknob hit you in the ass cheek on the way out, my bro. Mel, get out of here.
Because, Mel, do you think that our guys picked up enough knowledge? And it seemed like they caught on quick. The guys that were susceptible to learning, Kendrick, Debo, Dante, I don't know what's going on with Dante. But anyway, having him as our lead men, the 49ers are liable to pick up a wide receiver. I don't know how they're going to do this. So many in this draft. You got to figure. You think the 49ers are going to look for a wide receiver, or everybody wants to see a secondary player? But what do you think?
I think that even if we're not, quote unquote, looking for a wide receiver, we're always going to be looking for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
If we had the 5 best wide receivers in the NFL right now, when the draft was coming up, Kyle would be looking at new guys. So yeah, my whole thing is, I think again we're going to have our eyes out, and we're going to do the best with what we have available. So if a guy's available that Kyle has his eye on, Kyle's going to snatch him. Again, the greatest part is that we are not desperate right now. We're just not desperate. So it's not like we have to, we got to keep this 31 and we got to hope that this particular guy falls in our lap. It's not that type of deal. So, I just trust our guys anyway. They've done a bang-up job, aside from Ruben,
and growing.
Which
Youngsters
I don't really
growing.
mention his name. Yeah, man. Our guys have done a bang-up job, man. I trust Kyle. I trust John. They've not given me any reason to not trust them.
No, you know what? Here's the thing. If I was in the draft, I'd be almost afraid to get drafted to the 49ers. We got dudes, we got dogs at every position right now. And if you hope to be, and you got to have a lot of confidence in yourself as a rookie, though. But the 49ers pick you up, you know what you're up against when you get there. Can you imagine?
No doubt.
With the 49ers intend on getting better. That's the thing.
Right. It's a double-edged sword because you're going to be with the best, but like you said, man, you're going to have to fight for your spot. So, that's a good thing, but it's a nerve-wracking thing, especially for the guys who are already in position, is that they got to watch their back because they know, man, if they don't produce, there's somebody right behind them, and that's my problem with Dante Pettis, man, and guys like that. Even with Matty B, man, Matt Breida, like, I don't want anybody who's satisfied coming off the bench. I don't want anybody who's satisfied with that. I just don't.
And it appears we're seeing that, don't it? I mean, I understand camaraderie and supporting your team and all, but don't look content standing there. Matty didn't look like he was happy being on the sideline, but Dante looked like he was ready to throw a party and order pizza takeout, man. I mean, hey, Dante, man, are you okay? What? You look delighted over there, man. Come on. That was what bothered me about him.
Dante looked comfortable and happy over there.
Yes.
That's my problem.
Yes. And do you wonder what's going through Solomon T's head as he's been platooned in 15 to 20 snaps a game?
No doubt.
So if I'm a
Solomon T,
lineman,
man, he might be out of here.
well,
I don't know. I don't know.
you know what? I got to tell you, I don't know if you're throwing this around or not, Mel, but on draft night, there's some names that could come up as bait. Because the 49ers looking for
No
picks.
doubt.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. I think everything for the most part is the moves that we're going to make are totally dependent on Armstead. I think that's why,
Oh, yeah.
Moves have been made yet. We got to figure out what's going on with Armstead. I think he's been made the priority, so they don't want to really jump the gun and try to work on too many other people. They want to lock down Armstead first and then, take it after that.
Mm-hmm.
J-Dub might be gone, man, because I think he's chasing money.
Yeah, and ain't nobody talking about. He knows too, because Emmanuel Mosley. That's why
he's not reliable.
Yeah, he could get
Yeah,
hurt.
he got to get his money now, Ronbo.
Mm-hmm.
He has to get his money now.
He
man.
really does.
Given his history, there's no telling this opportunity may not come around again, man.
Mm-hmm. He cannot settle
something happens, he gets hurt. Right, he gets hurt or something again. Nobody's going to pay that money, so he might have to get while they're getting his good.
Yeah.
So he might be out of there, but it is what it is, man. I rock that SF.
I know.
The name on the front of the jersey is more important than the name on the back, so it is what it is.
Don't be developing attachments. I know every year I tell myself, don't do it. Don't get attached. Mel,
I get attached, but it is what it is. Yes, sir.
All
right, Ronbo.
Talk to you later.
As always, man, good talking to you.
Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night.
All right, gone.
Listen, and roll on over to Ellis and see what his perspective is today. Ellis!
What's up, fam?
Oh, Ellis, man, I'm just feeling good about the team. If it was Trent Baalke running things, I'd be scared to death that we ain't got nothing but a first round, fifth round, sixth and seventh round. But with the team of people we got up there, boy, knowing they're going to trade back, I know they're going to pick up some gems. Ellis, your feeling on that, and also, did E-Man sort of hit that explosion on Twitter? Does that indicate that he's not happy with the 49ers not coming after him?
First and foremost, tell me about the E-Man Twitter post, because I just actually got confused and jumped on the IG, and I seen the I got something on my phone, a notification talking about it. What the hell happened with that?
Okay, because you know how some reporters be making stuff up in order to get some attention. Right. Apparently, the KP show did just that today. He came on and he started his post off with per source. He's already lied. He said the Niners offered Sanders roughly $5 to $6 million a year, less than he wanted. He says, I'm trying to find out the exact numbers / years on the deal. But yeah, he's gone unless a lot changes over the next week or so. Sanders going through his phone, sees it. Sanders says, dude, you're making up stuff out your ass. No offer has been sent and no talks have been made. Bad reporting at its finest. See, that tells me Sanders is not a happy man right now, and he wants to return to the 49ers evidently, or else that little report would not have affected him in such a high-volume fashion. So I feel bad for Sanders. I think he wants to be a 49er, but he wishes the 49ers would offer him something. And from what it sounds like, he may be open to any offer they give, interestingly enough. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, clearly it sounds like we had, we have an imbecile making, comments without really citing his sources and having the correct information. Yeah, no, Emmanuel Sanders, he knows that once he came into, the Niners that we had, it was home. And, I don't think it was fabricated. I don't think during the just, you could tell from the way he just talked about the team and how, good he felt and just the energy with the guys and everything. He loves the environment, the culture, the team, and the GM, the whole entire organization. Mm-hmm. So I mean, there's still some light at the end of the tunnel. We may we may fool around and find a way to try to make something happen with E-Man. I don't want to completely cut him out the equation, but I was just sitting here thinking for a damn second. We really got some crazy firepower at the receiver position. I just had to say, if just think of Jalen Hurd, you think of Kendrick, you think of Taylor, you think of Debo. We got did I say Jalen Hurd already?
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurd, Kendrick Bourne, Taylor, Debo, and then who else do we have out there floating around? We still got Richie James. I'm just saying we really got some weapons on our team, just point blank period. I think the only thing we need is just a big guy that can go up and get it, but we may have that void filled with Jalen Hurd if he, is able to come out and play. But I was just watching a video of Trent Taylor, and we were playing the Seahawks, and I just seen him come off the ball. He was doing, it was a block for him on the opposite side of the ball, and he just ran this Seahawks corner into the ground and got up, and then, the guy from the Seahawks got so mad he tried to, attack him, and they got a flag. But I just was looking at him. I'm like, man, I didn't know Trent Taylor was blocking like that on the other side of the ball, man. We definitely got some.
He's a tough guy.
We got some firepower, Ronbo.
Did you see that? Do you remember that game? Do you remember also that game with Trent Taylor? He pissed off the honey badger. Badger was trying to cover Trent Taylor in the slot. Trent buzzed past him within a split second. Yeah, and he got mad. He was over there throwing Taylor down on the ground. He was out there fighting. Taylor can play if he's healthy, and at this point in his career, he'd have to be bad. So we'll see.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Really, I just can't wait to see what we do. I knew we were going to trade that pick off. That was pretty much already signed sealed. I mean, look at the benefits that we've gotten. We got George Kittle. We got all these, late round picks. And, like I said, we're meticulous and calculated, with John and, these guys in there. We're going to find some gems, even probably some guys we didn't even know about that we've been talking about, all of these common names and stuff and kind of fishing through. We're going to get some good players. I just know that we need to cover the protection for Jimmy for sure. And ensure that we can give him the time that he needs so, he can be more confident, because that's everything, especially when you're back there, got all this pressure coming, it takes away from your ability to kind of focus on stuff unless you just don't care and you're going to get it done regardless, which every quarterback doesn't have that ability to do. And I know it does have an effect on Jimmy, to a degree, you know what I mean? So
he moved around a lot better before that ACL. I'm looking forward to seeing if he has a little more maneuverability this year. We have to keep in mind, when he first came, you never saw him standing in the pocket. When the pocket broke down, he could feel pressure coming. You see him directing traffic as Trent Taylor got a touchdown. He did it a little bit in the third game against the Steelers. You seen him move out and move Dante Pettis in position. Jimmy G's not a stiff. He's not Brady. He's not Breeze. He's not Cousins. He can move around. But I do think that leg was something he was cautioned on, and I got a feeling after that Pittsburgh game, I think Kyle told him, I want you to stay in the pocket, let your offensive line protect you, keep your eyes downfield, and make the play. Because if you get hurt again, we got problems. So I got a feeling you're going to see a different. He'll be a little healthier this year. I think you're going to see a different Jimmy G. Pretty sure, actually.
Yeah, Trent. Yeah, no, definitely. I got confidence in him. That's why I was like, we got to put this damn Tom Brady talk to bed. We've already moved on. We have our guy. Let's invest. Let's build him up. Let's keep him encouraged and lifted. And we'll see that. It'll trickle down off into him and the team as they've already been encouraging and backing Jimmy. You need that support. You know what I mean? And he did well. I'm not gonna take nothing from him. Everybody had their faults last season, like we talked about. It's not been just a Jimmy shit show. It's been a lot of stuff that guys have been doing wrong, incorrectly, and that's But the quarterback always takes the butt of the blame, and that's one of the hardest things in football. Is like the quarterback usually takes the blame a lot of the time in losses. They always try to find the quarterback to be the problem in some fashion. Oh, well, if the quarterback, if you see, because of the the field,
and also, and as Kyle pointed out, first the quarterback gets blamed, and then the play caller. So Kyle knows, and it's true. Everybody blamed Jimmy and Kyle for the Super Bowl loss. So that's the way it has to be. No matter who else made mistakes, it's the quarterback and the coach. Ellis, good stuff, fam. I'm gonna be back. Let's come on back. We'll come back Wednesday. Yeah, something else got to happen.
Right on. What was the last thing? You were something else you wanted to address. I know we were talking about the Emmanuel thing. There was one more thing you had said. I didn't get to address.
I think you hit it. You hit it right away when you said we knew he was going to draft back from 31.
Oh, okay, yeah, good. Yeah, Trent Taylor, man, he's like a Julian Edelman and a Danny Amendola, if you will.
Yep.
We can see some big things come out of him. So let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's be patient and be positive. But always thank you, Ronbo, for everything,
Thanks,
man. You guys make sure you like, subscribe, download that Ronbo Sports app if you're listening. You know, let's go.
Thanks, Ellis. Talk to you later.
As always, respect.
Peace. There he is. And Phil, come on in. Phil the Chill Pill.
Hey, Ronbo.
Phil, I love you. We've all adopted a new name for you. It's Phil the Chill. Listen, times we were raging, flames raising up off the show, and Phil comes in and quenches it with a quick fire extinguisher of relax. Yeah, we Aaron Rodgers the next.
That's just my senior moments, Ronbo. You know?
And you do it well. But listen, Phil, you got Emmanuel Sanders who's not happy with people saying things that aren't true. And I'm delighted he let us know that it wasn't true. I don't know where these guys get off lying about these things. Go ahead.
I wouldn't expect the Niners to talk with anybody but Eric Armstead. And until they get the Eric Armstead deal done, then that's going to tell them what they can
and can't do. Right. Of course.
So they're gonna be talking seriously with Eric, trying to get a deal done. And if they've got money left over, then they go for the other guys. I mean, that's what it's all coming down to. So, we got until the 18th to work out a deal with Eric before he gets to the open market. And I would hate to see him out there. But I think the other guys, there's not going to be an emergency to sign Emmanuel Sanders because of the draft. You've got all these wide receivers that are going to be available, and teams like younger guys out of the draft because they're cheaper. So I would think that we probably didn't talk to Emmanuel Sanders yet because it's not in the priority of things to get done.
That word right there, Phil. Priority. Since the 49ers do prioritize what they do, because you remember last year, after they couldn't get OBJ, they immediately got on the phone with that deal that they made with the Chiefs to pick up D Ford. Now, we've got it all figured out here. It's every effort is being made with Armstead, and as soon as they come to a figure with him, they'll know what they've got to work with after that. And
they're also
who's on the list next, though, is what I'm wondering. Is it Emmanuel Sanders or
I think
Jimmy
it's Ward? But
yeah. But go ahead.
I really don't think the safety draft.
Phil, that broke up. Say it again.
Well, it's just safeties in the draft are that good. And I don't think we're going to
not that they can start
the money to get the guy from New England. I forget his name, but he's probably the top safety available in the free agent market. But
whoa! The Patriots. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember his name. He's a free agent. Going to be?
Yes. Yeah, he's a top safety free agent out there, but he's going to demand big money.
Chat, what is his name? I can't think of his name. Okay, that's interesting. If
somebody throw it on the screen.
If the McCourty twins don't have him back there, I wonder what that's going to affect them. Anyway.
But I think it's either going to be we sign Emmanuel Sanders if Ward doesn't pan out, or we draft a wide receiver and go for another free agent safety. I don't like the idea of putting a rookie in center field.
They won't. It'll be Moore or somebody else unless
I think you got to go with. I think you got to go with experience back there because you're calling the defenses. You've got to make sure tackling. You're the last defense to the end zone. So, and the other thing is, I don't somebody was talking about Ronald Blair. I don't even think he would pass a physical right now.
Oh.
So it usually takes about a year to get out of the ACL.
But, Phil, you know what that means, don't you? Ronnie Blair will be got for dirt cheap because he's not going to take any chances on not being employed. So Ronnie's going to take anything the 49ers offer him. Well,
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, unless as long as it ain't a bucket of dirt. So, this could work out okay. But you have to keep Demontre Moore.
It's a risk, but you take the risk on his knee. But if you're taking a risk, you're going to pay less. So,
it is one of the McCourtys.
I like that idea.
Phil, it is one of the McCourtys coming out of New England. It's Jason.
Yes.
I got two names up here. Nobody knows which twin it is. Mark Espinosa says it's Jason, and the other is Devin. Okay, $9.5 million a year with the Pats. All right, Ed. Mark,
yeah, he's probably going to get 14, probably somewhere in that realm. I don't think we got the money to do that. So
we don't.
But Jimmy, Ward will come relatively cheap. Less than $10 million. And, if they can work something out where they can, throw it out. They still haven't got the CBA officially announced, which also hangs up negotiations because they want to know how much money they're going to get in the future. So, all these things have bearings on why there's no news coming out of any of the teams.
I know, right?
So.
And Richard Sherman's walking around saying, I'm not voting yes. Oh, Rich, you guys sent your guy in there to get that done. You don't trust him? It's just crazy. Oh, God. We'll see.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll let you go, Ronbo.
All right, Phil. Good.
But I think Armstead, they're going to get done, and then the rest will fall where they lie.
Makes all the sense in the world. It's a priority system in Santa Clara. They take the top and work down. All right. Good observation.
So,
all right, Phil.
All right, Ronbo.
See you tomorrow. Thursday or Wednesday. Yeah.
All right. Later.
Night, Phil.
Bye.
Hey, James.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
James, it's one of those days of enlightenment. I just wish, KP Show got put on blast by Emmanuel Sanders for telling stories. I just wish John Lynch would put everybody on blast about bringing Brady's 43-year-old, I got one more solid year to play, but over to the 49ers while kicking a 28-year-old that's got lots of promise to the curb. Stop the madness. I can't wait till the 18th. And also, are you happy with trade back from 31, or would you rather the 49ers pick out the best player they can find at 31?
Well, to me, I think, the two best players that I believe that are coming out in the draft, this is what I believe. I don't think that kid Simmons is going to be there at 31. And
that linebacker or defense.
Yeah,
that everything.
Defensive player. They don't know what position they're gonna. Teams don't know what position they're gonna play him at. That's the intriguing part about him. And he can play anywhere on the defense.
A DW.
Yeah. And so I tell you, it's I really think it wouldn't hurt. Now that you asked me that, truth be told, I think they may actually trade it and acquire more picks and try to get a lot more picks from that 31st pick for next year, because we got a lot of guys that got 1-year tenders, and that scares me a little bit because we also got other free agents that are going to be free agents. And even though, the salary cap is going up between now and next year, 2021, I think it's supposed to go up $40 million because it's going up 10 more this year, and it's already at $200 million per team per year, and it's supposed to go to $210 this year and then $240 in 2021 under this new CBA agreement. So it's like we'll have some more money, but we're going to have a lot of players that are going to, be free agents. We got a lot that are on 1-year tenders. And so
James, let me
I think
just
it
ask
would
you,
make sense.
James, real quick. I just want to ask you about them 1-year tenders. Do you not appreciate that for the fact that if I give you a 1-year tender, you're going to play your butt off. If you don't, I can good night. Because see, I like that idea with some players, and then when they come back next year, we worry about whether we're going to sign them or how much we can sign them for.
Well, that's a true story. Also, I mean, I kind of, to me, I got a real good feeling that we're going to be playing in Tampa in Super Bowl 55. I really do. And I'm sticking to that. And I just got a feeling that we're gonna be right back. We're gonna surprise some people that didn't believe in us last year, and they're probably not gonna believe in us again this year. And hopefully we'll be right back in the same place in another Super Bowl with a better outcome this time, hopefully. And it's to me, I think it makes more sense to trade that pick and acquire a lot of picks from it, and hopefully trade it, get some good picks for it, and then turn around and try to retrade those picks. And all we're doing is stockpiling picks, really, because we don't really have no pressing needs on the team. I mean, I got a feeling somewhere late in some of the later rounds, somebody like Bobby Turner is going to insist on drafting a running back, and they might not even they may not even waste the draft because simply of all undrafted free agents that's going to be left over after the draft, that those are going to be dirt cheap contracts when they're undrafted free agents, and you wind up signing them, because that's what we did with Matt Breida and was it Kendrick Bourne also?
Yeah,
Matt Breida, Kendrick Bourne. You can find gems that are players that didn't even get picked in the draft. Jeff Wilson Jr. Yeah, Jeff Wilson Jr. was another one. So
right.
It's like
Andre?
that's what I see, and right. I think also though too, Ronbo.
Real quick,
I got a feeling Emmanuel Sanders, we all are believing he's going to walk, because I think Eric Armstead is the first priority in getting the deal done.
That's probably right. And
I think that Kyle Shanahan believes, and what he's seen in the growth in Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne, it's time for him to step out there and be that front runner now. And I think Kyle is going to also try to give Richie James more playing time at receiver. He's not the fastest receiver.
That's going to be a subject for another day. We're going to go. I'm going to tell you what, I'll be back Wednesday. Keep that in mind. Start with that. All right? What we're going to do in the wide receiver room. I like that. All right.
All right. Have a great evening. Thank you.
You too, James.
Niner Empire, Niner for life. Night.
Yeah, James brings up a good point, because I got a feeling Debo is going to be his lead man next year. Debo's a monster. And if he would have used him, we would have won a Super Bowl, Kyle. Okay, too late for that. But next year, Kyle will have learned. Everybody will have learned. You got to know how to use your weapons properly. Hey, Dre, come on in, man. I saw a dude that reminded me of you today.
Yeah, man, I got to make another account. And,
Dre, you got to get into your mic. I heard something, but I know it's you, but we didn't hear a word you said. Dre, do I need to call you back? You okay? Dre?
Hello?
Here you are. Dre!
Yeah. Yeah, man. You know, about every 2 or 3 months, man, I got to make another account. You know what I'm saying? Twitter.
Don't tell me. Was you trying to help Emmanuel Sanders talk to the KP show?
Man.
I was laughing because as soon as I read,
no, it was just
what he said.
It was just a lot of bum ass Clippers fans and their feelings yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Anyways, man, what's going on, my guy?
Yeah, I was saying earlier, Master. KP show jumped up and told a lie about what's going on between Emmanuel Sanders and the 49ers, right? And Lord have mercy.
What happened?
Well, Emmanuel
Oh
Sanders.
yeah, I just heard you. Yeah, man.
Yes,
You know, you can't pay any of that any attention, man. You know what I mean? It's just the same thing with that Tom Brady shit. It's just like they're worried about signing Eric Armstead and moving money around, and you think that they're really worried about a 43-year-old quarterback who cannot run play action and bootleg to save his life, who takes 72% of his snaps in the shotgun. Jimmy Garoppolo, he took 67% of his snaps under the center. You know what I mean? It's just like when Peyton Manning went to the Indianapolis Colts. When he first got there, it was all good. But when Kubiak got there, he had his ass under center, and he hated it. So we're not going to change our offense so you can stand. We don't do a lot of running plays out of the shotgun. You got to go under the center. You know what I mean? So
the numbers
I'm not paying
there.
none of these people no attention.
And the numbers are out there.
Yeah,
do you know Tom was the third worst in the league as far as bad throws last year? So this
and damn near everything he was third worst. Damn near everything. QBR he was 24th. Completion rate he was 27th.
But everybody said, look at his offensive receivers. They weren't in the go. Man, leave it for that. It's Tom Brady.
I don't want to hear all of that shit, man. I don't want to hear all of them excuses, man. Jimmy G had to go without 2 starting tackles, a starting guard, a starting center, all combined for 9 weeks of the season.
And his wide receivers didn't grow up until midway through the season.
Emmanuel Sanders was gone for 2 weeks. I mean, you know, Debo was gone for a few weeks. I mean, I don't want to hear the excuses.
I can't wait till the 18th, so all of them can shut the hell up. I'm so sick of that. Anyway, Dre.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders, he may be leaving. The 49ers, as you say, the priority right now is you gonna be okay with that? And also, how about that 31st pick? Are you okay with it? The 49ers trading back, or you want to keep that 31?
Hey man, let's just get the maybe out of our heads, okay? Emmanuel Sanders is gone. And actually, I'm kind of not a fan of him no more. You know, you played the role like,
that IG post, yeah.
You know, I made my money and I'd rather stay here. No, motherfucker, you're after the check. You came here, you got your Super Bowl, you built up your stock more off of the backs of the red and gold, and you're about to get another big payday. And it just wasn't genuine to me. Taking pictures next to Rolls Royces and private jets. Where am I going to be next? Yeah, all of that old shit. Yeah, he didn't already change his logo off of all of his off his IG, everything. He didn't change it.
He did off IG, but he didn't change it off Twitter yet.
He didn't change it off Twitter yet?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay.
He wants. You know what? The way he blew up at that dude, though, I think he wishes the 49ers would call him. Right now, they're talking to Eric, but he kind of wishes they call him. He likes playing with the 49ers. He already told you he did. He does. I don't think he was playing. But he's got to have his money. I don't know what that means. How much? Dre?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, bro. I think if anything, you know what I'm saying? Paying him $8-9 million a year, that just ain't gonna go, man. Give Kendrick his just due. You know, the guy who's been here from day one. Go out and get somebody like Taylor Gabriel, who knows also, who's gonna come in and be a firecracker, who's a veteran.
Good one.
A guy who definitely takes the top off.
Yeah, Dre. You know what else?
Yeah.
If the 49ers go out by priority, do you know Emmanuel Sanders would have to be number 3? They're gonna look at Dub if they can get something wrapped up with Eric Armstead within the next couple of 2-3 days or whatever.
Jimmy's good as gone, bro. That ship is sold, bro. Yeah. He's already telling you who can fill his position, Ronbo. Yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's. He's gone. He's after a check. He's already made $20 million with the Niners, and now he's trying to capitalize on this Super Bowl run, bro. And at the end of the day, you know, it was just like, hey, man, I mean, damn, you know, we were with you for a long time for you to get one good year and stay healthy, bro. But it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's to say if we weren't in that situation, we wouldn't want to be good in that situation.
Jay, you fell out again.
I said, yeah, you can't really blame him. I mean, who's to say if we wasn't in the same, if he was in the same position, we might be trying to get out the most chicken nuggets too. You feel me?
Yeah,
so it just all depends.
Yeah, you can get taken out playing football. You can get taken out of a play and done for the rest of your life after one play.
Yeah.
Trey, let me see.
Hey, you know what else I see? You know what I seen before we go? Now that the Tom Brady narrative has died out and it's completely false, I just seen 2 articles that said Jimmy Garoppolo's on the clock because of Kirk Cousins' contract.
They got it all mapped up. You get Brady for 2 years. Cousins' contract expires in 2 years. You pick up Cousins, and all I could do is I want to get a middle finger picture and put underneath it. Guys, take that and sit on it. Man, get out of here with that. They think the 49ers we're not the Rams. We don't just build things for a couple of months and move on. Oh.
Hey, bro, what I can say about Jimmy is even when he was getting smacked in the face by opposition, he stands in that pocket. Kirk Cousins can't. If you told Kirk, we're going to kill your wife and your kids if you don't stand in the pocket, he's going to let him die because he ain't got no pocket presence. Anytime people get next to him, you see what happened to him when we was up in his face. You know what I'm saying? So
I know.
I don't want to hear nothing about Kirk Cousins.
And people talk about Jimmy choking. If Jimmy had a minute to throw, he wouldn't choke.
Hey, man. Jimmy can't play defense, man. Our defense gave up 17 points in 6 minutes and 43 seconds. That ain't Jimmy's fault.
See, I didn't even get into all. You know what? Because everybody wants to swing that narrative the other way, so I don't even buy. Dre, I'll see you Wednesday, Dre. All right.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the TNT fan, man. Play Fresh, Big Show, Dre Fresh, Big Show, Shay Lewis. My bro, I'm a player partner, Will, man. My bro, Nate Big Griffin. Man. Sorry, y'all, I was out of breath, man. I was at the gym playing my son.
Oh, that's what that was about. All right.
On Wednesday.
All right, looking forward.
I'm not ashamed.
Good for you, Dre.
All right,
teach him how to play. All right. Talk to you later.
Right,
hey, D-on.
Ronbo. What's going on, brother?
D, man, we having fun with Emmanuel Sanders and KP's show, writing up them bad reports, and is he coming back? And also, D, how do you feel about trading out of 31? Is that a good idea in your book?
Trading out of 31 is a perfect idea in my book. We can stack some damn picks. We can make sure that, you know what I'm saying, we add more depth to the squad. If we can get at least a second and a third round or a second and a fourth this year, then trading out of 31 makes all the sense in the world. As far as the whole Emmanuel Sanders thing, like, you enlightened me to that. I didn't even know that happened. But, I mean, what I make of that is very simple. That's a player going, like, shut up because you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Long story short, that's all that really is. Him saying, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. I was reading a bunch of stuff today, like, you know, just online, Niners Nation, Matt Mayoko, all that kind of stuff right now. And to be honest with you, what's killing me right now is just what Dre was talking about. He really, with Garoppolo entering the third year of this deal, Kirk Cousins is on the table. What? Come on, man. Dre said it himself. If he said you got to stand in the pocket, he's gonna kill his wife and his kids. They did. I have to agree. They're gonna die. They're gonna die real quick. He's a stat. What he is he's a. To me, Kirk Cousins passed his stats to get paid, and that's what he did.
That's how he wound up getting
he got franchised all those years in Washington because they didn't believe in him. They said you can't even win a playoff game. So we are not about to sign you to a long-term deal and be married to a contract, and you can't even get us out of the first damn round. And sure enough, what did he do? He played enough to a point where he wound up being a free agent, and because the quarterback market was so dry, what happened? Minnesota came in and just paid him all that damn money. And what happened? It's been 3 years of nothing. Got nothing from Kirk Cousins. Jimmy G, in his first full year as a starter, went to the damn Super Bowl. I don't even care that he lost.
After coming off an ACL injury and was out the entire year, healing up, he comes back in, and now he can't get no respect after going to the Super Bowl. It wasn't him that took him to the Super Bowl. It was the rest of the team. That argument pisses me off. Okay, go ahead, D.
It's all right, Ronbo. I understand, man. I feel the same exact way. But, yes, it doesn't make sense. Like, anybody that's making the impression that Kyle Shanahan is going to go, let me go get no playoff winning Kirk Cousins to pad his stats during the season, fold during the playoff, and do nothing but suck up money in cap space, that doesn't do anything for anyone. And, yeah, you're right. I don't know at the beginning of the show, I don't know what kind of drugs or what kind of crack that dude was smoking in the comments, talking about getting Tom Brady and getting Mario. Look, bro, I have to agree, Ronbo. You really got to get a new drug dealer. He had him on crack, PCP, and all kinds of things.
Man.
There ain't no way in hell you want Mariota? What have you seen from Mariota that makes you believe in him in any way, shape, or form? Like the stupidity level was running rampant on that one. I'm sorry. I usually try to be nice to people, but
I know, but that's just absurd. Come on.
That's just completely absurd. Just come in and chat with a bunch of Niner fans who are smart, who have a brain, and he come with just.
But here's the thing: people understand. Tom Brady didn't say he's going to work for free. Sometimes I understand people. Well, we can do this, that, and do that, and we can get rid of this, and we get it. Listen here. If y'all think Tom Brady's going to come in and work for free, you got another thing coming. He's going to require at $30 million minimum. So what are you going to do?
And the funny thing is, Tom Brady been underpaid his whole career.
Life.
Robert Kraft is cheap. If I brought you 6 Super Bowls, ain't no way in hell Jared Goff is making more money than me.
Right?
Carson
Wentz paid $40 million last year. Yes.
Nah, bruh. Nah. Wait a minute. Aaron Rodgers got 1 Super Bowl ring, and he can't barely even beat the 49ers because every time he get over there, he start crying about how we wouldn't pick him, and he making more money than me. But I got 6 rings. Yes. At that point, you got to walk in the office and say, look, I know I told you to ship Jimmy out of town, but that didn't mean you could be cheap with me. Yeah, I brought you 6 rings. I made this franchise relevant. You better open them damn pockets and stop playing. Like, you got to walk in there like a G and ask for your money, man. You can't be over there playing around. And him and Jimmy got the same
agent.
Same agent. So, like, it don't make no sense. But I want to tell you right now, my honest to God opinion is we need to bring back KB. I watched the free agency show the other day. I like what the kid was doing. He had some good ideas. We are not letting KB walk. He is too damn valuable. And you know why we don't let KB walk? Because there's very much a large amount of uncertainty with Jalen Hurd and his back. If Jalen Hurd does wind up, starting on the PUP and he can't do certain things, then yes, we need KB. You know why? Because KB is Hurd. He's just, the only thing is he's a little bit smaller than him. And you know what I'm saying? KB is money in the end zone, and he runs routes like he does what he's supposed to do. So there's no reason for us to be, letting dudes like KB go. And to be honest with you, I say let Sheldon Day walk and keep DJ Jones. He was plugging them holes up so fast and people couldn't even smell this.
Boy, don't we agree on that? You know what? I got a feeling, though, DJ, and also Julian Taylor, that's all I need in the middle. You know what I mean? But, you have to worry about depth because they both went down last year, and we ended up with Sheldon Day. So then you look at that and you say, he was an emergency.
Yeah, I just read that Julian Taylor might wind up starting off on the PUP list too.
Oh,
so that's not good.
See,
that was on NinersNation.com. I don't like the fact that Julian might start off on that because we need him to be healthy, and it's an unfortunate thing that he can't stay healthy.
Rotation, and you already know about Ronnie Blair, so we got some things to deal with going into the season. But anyway, D, we got to go, family. I'll see you Wednesday.
All right, brother.
All right.
Oh yeah, good man. Stuff. Yeah, definitely so, man. We will definitely get back to it, man. We are Niners faithful. We are Niners for life. And let me get that war card, Ryan, bro. I need these little Niners in my life, bro.
Niners! I love when I get a special request for it because then I get to go buck wild.
There it is. Hey. Appreciate you, Rob. Have a good night, brother.
Same here, fam. Have a good night. Yeah. Hey, Harold.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo?
Harold, man, we're sitting around here. You figure the 31 pick. Harold, did you for one moment entertain any thoughts the 49ers are going to keep 31? It just goes against their character, right? But are you okay with that? And how about Emmanuel Sanders? We're probably, as some people say, ain't no problem, he's gone. But we're probably going to lose Emmanuel Sanders because he's probably low on the priority list. It's probably Eric Armstead, who they're talking to now, and J-Dub's probably number 2. And Emmanuel Sanders is probably the 3rd guy. We're not that weak in the wide receiver position. What do you think?
I'm okay if we stay there. If there's like a decent defensive lineman, and if we could take another defensive lineman that can be in the rotation, would be useful and kind of take that D4 role. I don't know if there's a guy available, but if there is a defensive guy available,
Wait a minute, Harold, have you had enough of D4?
No, I like D4 but he's only playing,
yeah, his
40% of the downs, and
his attendance record is if you look at a student at the end of the year and he didn't attend enough classes, he can't be promoted to the next level, right? D4 is one of those.
He'd be held back. He'd be held back.
D, I'm so scared of him. I feel you.
I don't want to let him
I'm
go.
really worried.
I don't want to let him go because when he was there, we were
good.
elite.
Damn good.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
gotta have somebody to cover for him too.
We have a lot of injuries coming off that defensive line. If we can get another, rotation guy, I say we go and get him. If not, then let's go ahead and fall back, try to pick up one of these receivers later on. That's what I want us to do.
If it would be a blessing if we could pick up that freak out of the draft, Simmons. Is that his name? You know that dude goes about 6'4", runs a 4, ridiculous. I think he runs a 4.39. He could play off the edge. He could play linebacker. He could probably play corner. This dude is a bad dude. He's a DW. What is that dude's name? Anyway, the 49ers are good at finding people, though. They may find somebody who can come off the edge because D has got to be covered. Ronnie Blair's not going to be back on time.
Zach Braun? Are you talking about Zach Braun? Zach Braun?
Oh, I heard about him. No, he's another one. Yeah, no, I heard about. He may be in the mix, though. I don't know if he's going to go in the first round or not. That's the only thing about him.
I don't know about him. Yeah, I don't know about him, but I'm not sure what guy you're talking about. But if we can get a
I'm about to give you his name right now. He is where's it? Isaiah Simmons. That big fool ran a 4.39. He's a lineman, and he's running faster than wide receivers. I said, what? But that's just straight head speed. Isaiah Simmons. I want to see. You know what? He says he can stop George. He's designed to stop George killing Travis Kelce.
Oh, that guy.
What?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
That was before I seen him in the combine, and then I watched some highlights. I said, okay, I guess I got to have a little respect for that ass, because he said his whole thing is about stopping guys like that. He's the elite that's going to cover the elites. Because the Kelces and Kittles are going to increase in the years to come. Maybe not as good as Kittle and Kelce, but that style, It's a fast-moving league, man.
So whose spot is he going to take, though? We got decent linebackers.
No, but the thing is, you don't have to put him on. I have him standing. He's a DW. Whatever I need, call Isaiah. If I need somebody, if I need to cover corner, if I need a linebacker, I need somebody off the edge, call Isaiah. That's all that's it. And the 49ers coach him up, I don't know. He's whoever gets him, he's like Derwin James on crack.
If he's Derwin James on crack and he's available, we better take him.
I tell you.
We better take him, man.
We'll see James where he goes. Anyway, somebody said he got abused in a national championship, but I didn't see that game. I'm about to go back and watch that though.
Shit, I don't want them then. Because it's going to be national championship level every weekend, every Sunday. So.
I know, but that was somebody's opinion. Now I got to go see it myself though. But
okay, yeah.
Yeah, but we brought Emmanuel Sanders. Life after Emmanuel. What are you thinking? We gonna be okay?
We'll be all right. We'll be all right, man. I mean, how many catches did Emmanuel have in the Super Bowl? Or the only really big game I remember was the Rams game and the Saints, really. Or Cardinals. He had 3 good games with us, I think.
Yeah,
the rest of them were mediocre.
Good.
I think he did what we needed out of him. I think he taught our receivers how to play the game, how to play position, how to take it seriously. And
he's already taught them.
The only bad part is we lost a bunch of draft picks in order to get our receivers taught. That's the only thing that
kills me too.
What we get,
5th.
A second and a third? Or second and a 5th, okay.
I could be wrong. I know we lost a 3rd round pick, and I think it's a 5th.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
yeah.
We'll be all right though, because I think we're gonna draft a receiver, because we still have some questions with health issues, and then Dante and Goodwin and all that. So I think we're definitely gonna draft a receiver in this draft at some point. I just hope we hit with it. I don't really care what position we draft. Really, I just think we need at least 2 players of like Greenlaw's level caliber.
Oh,
whether it's offense or defense.
it's hard to find.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody.
I know.
But if we can do that in this draft, I think that'll take us over the top.
Home run, fam. I'm gonna see. I gotta go. We'll see you Wednesday, okay?
Yes, sir, man. It's been a good time talking to you, man. I hadn't talked to you since the Super Bowl, man.
Let's do it again Wednesday. All right, fam.
Yes,
Have
sir.
a good night. There's
All right.
Harold. All right. And hey, IB.
Ronbo.
Indian boy, I'm telling you, man. That little breakout of anger from Emmanuel Sanders tells me, no matter what anybody's thinking, he would love to come back to San Francisco. He's not happy with the fact that he hasn't gotten any conversation, and somebody made the mistake of bringing the anger out by lying about the whole situation. And
Right.
are you happy? Are you going to be okay with the 31 pick being traded back? I doubt anybody says no. I don't want them to trade 31. But I mean, are you the man? Are you okay with 31, or would you rather keep it?
I mean, the 31, I think, is about whoever's available. You know, if I think realistically, I think we're already looking for trade partners to get out of it, to get back into the second or at least the third. You know, but as far as Emmanuel Sanders thing, I feel like it's a good day, man. You know, because I feel like that's good news, man. What I say is, championship teams ain't built overnight. It's a process. It's a year-long process. It's a lot of efforts, a lot of players, a lot of draft picks. Man, don't nobody give up a 3rd and a 4th round pick for education. That's what they pay coaches and all of that for. His experience is great, but you don't pay a 3rd and a 4th round pick when you ain't got it the next year. You do that as an insurance because you feel like you can get that man back. And I think he kind of clarified that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it. He said the same thing Jimmy Ward said yesterday. Jimmy Ward pretty much said the same thing. I mean, they're all saying that there's no communication, but it's very clear where they want to be back at. So,
And they got to do that. Let them know. But you know what's really funny that you mentioned that, IB? The thing is, they gave up a 3rd round pick, and I think you say 4th. I thought it was, well, anyway, they gave up. If indeed Sanders makes that play to catch that ball that was thrown by G, that means he was worth every bit of that 3rd round pick and more. But it didn't happen that way. Damn it.
And the same is said for Jimmy G. The same is said for Jimmy G. If he makes that completion, then he's the MVP. He's worth $100 million a year, or he's worth $100 million contract, and all of that plays out. But we'll see how it goes. I think it's all the nature of the beast, because when the first few years of the process, we had a lot of capital. We had big plans and all of that. Now it's not so. We don't have so much capital in the public eye. But what we don't know is the behind the scenes. We don't know what's feasible. We don't know what these people are capable of doing. Why would we have a whole team full of 1st round draft picks on the front line if we couldn't afford that? You don't go out there and continuously build that up if you. We're not that type of team. You know what I'm saying? 49ers, we don't build players up to let them go.
I know.
So
especially
it's
1st round picks.
It's a whole new era. It's a whole new process for everybody. People jumping the gun and all that because now we back in the limelight. Now we back to talking about it. Ain't just Kaepernick now.
It's Super Bowl this. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
let the hype go, man. I'm ready to get over this and get back to week 1, week
You know what I'm
2.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
As a Fred Warner said, stop crying about that Super Bowl. Fred said, I'm busy.
Yeah.
People didn't talk. Fred,
Mm-hmm.
I got work to do, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get over. I'm over the first Super Bowl already. That's the attitude all of our guys better have. You know,
This
because
is
you
just
mentioned something
hype, man. This is
that made me
exciting.
laugh though when you said about them first round picks. Why isn't Cleveland perennial returnees?
But
Cleveland first round
that's
picks
Cleveland sports, though.
ever since.
That's
Man, I think
that's
Barack Obama was in office when they started getting first round picks, and they still getting their butt handed to them.
that's the nature of. That's just how it is out there in Cleveland, man. Where you talk about football, basketball, baseball, they know how to build up an empire and destroy it like nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? They did it with LeBron. They did it with the Tribe.
Browns.
Yeah, they did it with everybody. They did it when they had CC Sabathia and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
How do you do it all across the board, though? All the major sports looking like ass. We don't even hear about the Cleveland Indians anymore. I forgot about they even existed.
And I love it out there. I love it in Cleveland, man. I'm trying to move back out that way.
It's probably
you know
a
what I'm
gorgeous
saying?
city. They got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there. They just don't have anybody
It's
running
beautiful.
sports franchises.
It's nothing but potential, but you know what I'm saying. But as far as these Niners go, because that's all I'm focused on, man. It's gonna be a great year, man. You know, I'm like I said, man. I'm hoping to see Tim Harris Jr. come back in the secondary. I think this draft. I think they're going. I think we're gonna focus. I think we're gonna focus on the secondary, believe it or not. Yesterday I said the defensive line, but I think if we fill up, another safety, another DB, you know what I'm saying? We didn't see so many dime packages last year. I think this year with the new defensive back coach who was familiar with Chris Eric in Miami, I think you get to see the fluidity of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, B, we good stuff. We got to jump on that subject. What would be the defining differences with the coaching staff this year? That's a good point. Let me see it.
Well, everybody's mad about Joe Woods. Joe Woods is a great coach, but now Chris Eric has his defensive back coach that he coached with in Miami. This is a full.
So that would be a marriage.
Exactly.
That works better. All right. Let me see it Wednesday. All right.
All right, Ronbo.
All right,
appreciate the talk.
Thanks. Appreciate you, fam. Night. Hey, let's go check out Josh. Hey, Josh.
Hey, Ronbo. What's up, man?
Josh, man, we're just looking at some of the things that are developing. Currently, we do know, we're pretty much established, it's a theory, but we're probably right on it. The 49ers are so in to Eric Armstead like nobody would have imagined right now. They've made Emmanuel Sanders mad, and Jimmy Ward already knows what's up, And are you going to be good with the 49ers trading that 31 pick, or do you want to stand pat?
I'd be good with them trading back, to get more picks. Because we kind of shot ourselves in the foot with trading our picks to get Sanders. And a lot of people, they're not bringing it up. This is Joe Staley's last year and Sherman's too with us.
Yeah.
So we got to get some replacement, in there for Staley and for Sherman if we decide to not keep him after this year, because Sherman is losing a step. He's still playing excellent. He's playing excellent, for his age and coming back from his injury. But odds are we're probably not going to keep him after this year.
Yeah. And for other reason, it's a cost-cutting measure at that. We're not going to have to stay young from now on, pretty much. You have to get that core together. You're going to sign Armstead, Buckner, Kittle. Some of the guys that just are part of the nucleus that they're forming, and then everybody else is a plug-in. Yeah, true. We got to build that capital.
Yeah, and Jimmy, he's going to need some better protection, for him to develop for, our receivers. If we don't keep Sanders, I don't think it's going to make or break us. We were 6-0 before he came over.
Actually,
our our guys were not
in week 7?
catching the ball.
Yeah, see that?
I think yeah, we did. But, we were still winning. And he came in to do his job, which was teach our guys how to catch the damn ball, and to be a leader and, just take him under his wing. We're probably not going to keep him, he's lost a step too. He's still a great player, but he's that player that you bring in just to kind of help coach up your guys
and teach them how to be pros. And it worked because they became pros overnight. All of a sudden, my God, Debo, what the Jesus? I knew you were good, but this is ridiculous. So
Yeah, and KB too. KB was on fire.
Whoa. So yeah. So we got. And with Trent Taylor was the best looking guy in camp last year. You know what that tells you, Josh? We got a 3 that we can depend on. Now, if Jalen Hurts is a plus, it gets even better. You still got Richie James, who probably needs a little more attention than he's getting. So these are all things that are going to work in. If you bring back, and one other thing, if you bring back Jerick McKinnon, he runs route probably nearly as good as anybody in the wide receiving room. So, it's if they're going to spend money, they're going to think about it.
Yeah. Well, and then that's what John Lynch and Kyle are thinking of. They're not trying to build it to win overnight. It took them 3 seasons to do it the right way. So it's only going to go up. We're not going back down. We're going to keep going up with the way that these guys are running the organization. I have full faith in what they're going to do for the draft and in free agency. But I'm pretty confident they're going to sign Eric Armstead. They're not going to let him go.
Sounds like it. They're not even talking to anybody else. Poor Emmanuel Sanders and Ward, they probably felt like stepchildren now. Don't even talk to me. I can't even get a phone call. Somebody want to call me and ask me how I'm doing at least. God.
Well, he was talking about how when he first came over, he's only got 1 or 2 years left in him anyways. So he's trying to get the big payout before, he takes that walk down the road,
Jimmy Ward? Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Or Sanders.
No, Sanders. Yeah. And Jimmy Ward, too. Man, we don't need him. I know everybody is so high on him. Guys,
the thing is,
every season that we've had him, he has never finished a whole season or started the season except for this season.
But the thing is, who do you put behind? Like we're mentioning Sherman having lost a step. Whoever's behind him, as far as the safety goes, and I just found out McCourty is 33 years old, so he's not coming. So you got to have a veteran behind him, which is the best thing you're going to do with Sherman, to cover up and erase mistakes. In fact, Jimmy may have messed up when what's his name Sammy Watkins got past him. But we'll see. Tavares would have caught him. Tavares has got 4.3 speed. So we'll see.
We'll see. I don't think they're going to keep Ward. He's really not worth it. We can find somebody, with what we do, we find guys that are undrafted, free agents. And we turn them into diamonds.
We're going to need some luck on that. But I think Tavares is going to be the guy until they find somebody. Maybe if a kid comes in, he is more talented than Tavares, he'll train and he'll get himself up to speed for the NFL if they draft him or undrafted free pick. But because Mosley, look at Mosley. Mosley's an undrafted free agent. He does a great job except for that one mistake. But anyway, he'll get better. Mosley learned from that mistake. That probably will never ever happen again. Too late, but it's okay.
Yep.
Hey, fam, let me see you on Wednesday, will you, Josh?
All right, Ronbo. It was good talking. It's been a minute.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, too. See you. Have a good night.
All right, man. You too.
Oh, and Shay Lewis. Shay.
Ronbo.
Shay.
Give me a second to put my earphones in.
All right.
Hello? There you go.
Shay. Hey.
What's up, Ronbo?
Tonight we're talking about what's up with Emmanuel, getting that pissed off about a reporter.
Right.
These guys do this every day, all day. Why would he get that upset? And also,
right.
Shay, with that 31 pick, are you going to be happy with 31 or you rather trade back?
I mean, I think I already told you this, Ronbo, and I think we both had the same sentiments. Like you said, you'd bet the farm the 49ers trade back. I said the same thing. I think the 49ers will trade back. I think there's a lot of talent left that'll spill over into the second round. As long as we don't go past the middle of the second round, I think we can still get a good bargain for the pick for the second round. Like we can get a first round caliber player in the second round if we obviously draft wisely. But Ronbo, I already said, because the cap differential between the first round and the second round is about $4 million. It's so significant.
I know, right? Yeah.
It would just benefit the 49ers entirely to just go grab somebody in the second round, early in the second round. So I just think that the 49ers will just do that, even from even the better efficiency of requiring more picks, and from the standpoint of just saving more cap for retaining some of the free agents that we have this season, this offseason.
Shay, you know what? Just from what you just said, I got a feeling the 49ers going to trade the first-round pick for the next 3 years.
We definitely could, Ronbo.
No matter where it is, because they do too good a job in the draft.
No matter where
we need capital, not first-round
We need capital,
pick.
exactly. Because you're right, Ronbo, you're absolutely right. Because it's like, and you even said, I think earlier yesterday, that it's cheaper to go through the draft than it is to sign a free agent, right?
Amen.
So
and look what they do when they pick them up.
The Niners need exactly. The Niners need as much capital, and we hit a lot. So I mean, I would actually take that risk than signing. I would rather take the risk of trying to get a player and building him up in our system, and making him hopefully a star in the league, than trying to sign a free agent to a hefty price tag. You know what I mean? I think it benefits the 49ers that way.
Because a lot of these free agents come over, they don't fit the program. So a lot of people make the mistake of thinking, he looks good where he is. And then you bring him over to your program, oh, man, we paid too much for that, man. This dude ain't no good. He's no good because he didn't grow up in your system.
Exactly.
This is why you draft guys and build them in your system and grow them. Yes.
Exactly, Ronbo. And then on top of that, right, you can't just let them go, because even if you do, you're going to have take a dead cap hit for that season. So that just loses your chances of retaining a good player in your system that you could have did at a cheaper deal. You know what I mean? So it's a domino effect. You're absolutely right, Ronbo.
And Shay, I tell you something else. One thing, too, I want to mention. This is why people are like, oh, Brady the GOAT all over here. Listen, Tom Brady, I guarantee you, no matter where he goes next year, if he doesn't stay in New England, watch him suck butt. I'm telling you, he's been with McDaniel all his life. He's been with Belichick all his life. And if people think he's going to segue smoothly into another system and just dominate, they got a shock coming.
Absolutely, Ronbo. No, I completely agree. Ronbo, I already shut down that narrative. Again, Jimmy Garoppolo had a way better season. Jimmy Garoppolo is right now the better quarterback. He has the bigger upside going on in the future. We've kind of already seen what Tom Brady is at this age at 42. There's no point. And again, like I said, you're not gonna risk the future of your team for a chance to win it right now. Now, if grabbing Tom Brady guarantees a Super Bowl, then absolutely, I'll do it in a heartbeat. I'll give up Jimmy Garoppolo in a heartbeat. But it doesn't, right? We have to go through the gauntlet just like everybody else, right? So I would rather take my chances with Jimmy moving forward than a 42-year-old quarterback. It's just common sense at this point. But no, Ronbo. Again, we're on the same page, same church, same pew, everything. Sitting in the same row. Like I completely agree with all your sentiments, like you said. And my brother Dre, my TT brother Dre, Will, and I think I forgot his name, D or Dean. I don't know. It starts with a D. It was a call after Dre. Dino. I don't know. But they all have the same thing though. Dion, there you go, Ronbo. Yeah, Dion. They all said the same thing, that it's not looking good for Sanders. He's obviously a little frustrated, but we kind of knew this though, Ronbo. We all said if we had a chance to resign Armstead or Dion or Emmanuel Sanders and Jimmy Ward, we would take Armstead, because just the significance of the pass rush from him and a standpoint of having 10 sacks. I mean, he just had a better season than both of them combined, and we can all completely agree, right, Ronbo? Yeah. 10 sacks, QB hits, tackles for loss. I mean, the guy was just a phenomenal star. And with Bosa and Buckner taking all the pressure off him, I mean, it just leaves the guy to go ahead and just eat. You know what I mean?
And he played his role. Have he failed to play his role, then no, you don't know. But he played his role. And like everybody says, there were reasons for it, but that's okay. Put him back in there and let him get 10 more. I'm fine with that.
Absolutely, Ronbo. And exactly. And I think that's I think that's what all the 49er faithful, if I could speak for everybody, would have wanted to have. We would all wanted to rather bring back Armstead than any other key free agent that we possibly could have brought in, which I think me and you would have taken. I mean, Sanders and Ward or Armstead. I mean, I'm taking Armstead 9 times out of 10 because we brought Ronbo. We brought literally back the same defensive backs, right? Nothing changed. The only thing that changed was the front line this year. And look what happened. Everybody was able to eat. The defense, the defensive line, and the DB.
Hey, Shay, how long did we go into the season? We were the top. We didn't give up anything over 20 yards. We didn't give up nothing. 40 yards until the end of the season, through the last few weeks. Boy, and that's because our frontline guys, the rotation got weak, and we couldn't kill a quarterback. Boy, talk about killing a quarterback. Absolutely. That's what the bottom line is. Man.
Exactly. But all right, Ronbo, we're going to pull up, Ronbo. Good talk like always. Hopefully see you, I think you said Wednesday. So I'll be calling back in, brother. And thank you for the opportunity, like always. And shout out to my TT brothers, Will, Dre, Trey, Big Show, Jerry Fresh, Russo. Oh, my God. Dollar, Bill, Will. All right, Ronbo. You have a good night, brother. God bless. Pretty well. Take it easy, all right?
All right. Night, Jay.
Night.
Hey, Jay, come on in.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Jay, man, we're sitting there looking at the situation as it is right now. We're looking at Emmanuel Sanders, and he definitely wants to return. You can tell he displayed too much emotion. You could tell he would like to be a 49er next year. The man ain't interested in looking for new houses every year. So, I figure he's number 3 on the list of priorities. Because they're talking Eric Armstead right now. By the way, I mentioned somebody in the chat said, Eric Armstead's more important than DeForest Buckner right now. No, Buckner, they have time to sign. Eric, you don't have time to sign. He's got to be signed now, or he is good night.
Yeah.
And then the 31 pick. Are you going to be happy with that 31 pick being traded back? Would you rather see what they can find at 31?
Well, I would like to see us get more depth too. So, but we hit a lot of gems in late rounds too. Yes. So if we could get more draft capital, we could have fully depth team and not have to pay so much for the depth either. So I think we should trade up, get later like second round picks, because we did trade a few picks. So, once we get out of the first, we ain't pick it till the 5th round, 4th round.
Our guys can't stand it. Those guys love to be involved in the draft as it is. So they can't. They not. That was never going to happen.
Yeah. I think we need to trade up. That's if we can't find no players that can fit our system and who can actually make an immediate impact. If we can't find an immediate impact player, I think we should trade up.
Trade down.
Yeah, because I think for the most is that we need we need to get some players, and I think who can stay healthy and who could come in and contribute when a player does go down. He could come in and actually contribute to the game and not be a reliability. Some people.
The problem is, Jay, in this game, it's like, remember Nick Bosa was supposed to be a huge liability, right? That dude played from first game to Super Bowl nonstop. It's hard to really pick out a player, even if you think he's going to be durable. It's a scary game. Some of the toughest guys.
I'm not talking about.
It's a tough one.
I'm talking about on the field liability. I'm saying, because you play football, you gonna get injured. I don't care who you is.
Yeah.
You're gonna get injured.
If you're playing any kind of way,
physical.
Unless you're a kicker.
Correct. Yeah. I'm saying you can't be a Weatherspoon out there. That's what I mean by. Dante Pennis. Yeah, liability. You know what I'm saying? On the field. You can't we need players who can ball, you know what I'm saying, who ain't shying away from competition.
Let me ask you a question about Dante Pettis. So if you got an offer, and this is the kind of thing where I always worry, if you make a decision this year and somebody says, I'll give you whatever for Dante Pettis, are you going to sit there and think about that for a moment, or are you going to jump?
No, he's going there as a heartbeat. He's going as a heartbeat. I'm telling you, if it's something, we don't need soft players. We need people who going to be a dog. You know what
that's
I'm
never going to change. He's soft.
He's just too soft, man. You know what I'm saying?
And then Dante, I'm so disappointed. God.
Yeah, I am too, because I
had him in my mock draft before he got drafted.
I thought he was going to be a good. Yeah, we need dogs. We don't need soft players, man. We need dogs. We need people, who going. If we lose it, they show the passion. Hey, we too good to be losing like this. You know what I'm saying? So we need people who can actually not be scared and go out there and play their game. And I don't know. He just.
Yeah, I still don't know how you get to this level. If you're scared, you should have been finished with football back in high school. You went all through. You went all the way to the top, and now you're scared. Oh, that's strange.
Hey, guys, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, life changes you when you actually get hit. I'm telling you. He probably ain't gonna get hit like that. Yeah, look at
laid him out. They laid him out twice
in
his rookie year. Remember, they had him stretched out. I think he never got over that. Dante should just go ahead and man up, admit it.
That's what I'm saying.
And stand up and go back and play baseball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to understand when these corners are hitting like that.
Yep.
So you ain't get that in college football. You know what I'm saying? The competition in college football is so significantly different from the pros. Like, you could get beat by the Cleveland Browns. You could get beat by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? If you caught slipping. Mm-hmm. It's just the point is.
And as a wide receiver, your life is on the line every time. But you got to have the mentality to endure that fright. And your life is on the line every time you run a pattern across the middle of the field. There is a moment, that split second when you go like this, you're completely vulnerable. You go up to make that catch, they can knock you completely in the next week.
And don't let it be a high ball. Don't let that ball be a high.
So if you ain't a dog, wide receiver is not your position. Jay, good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay, we got to go. Let me see you Wednesday.
All right. No doubt, Ronbo.
Looking forward.
Thank you, brother. Man.
Thank you. Have a good night.
See you. You too, man.
Yeah, Dante, man. Wow, Dante, you can't have a moment all of a sudden when you realize this may not be your game. Hey, John V's on the phone. Hey, John.
Ronbo, what's happening, brother?
John, we're sitting there going over some things, and that 31 pick is one thing. And Emmanuel Sanders, with displaying all that emotion, I guess I know where he's at. He really does want to play, because that little IG thing he did the other day when he was doing the bling-bling out there posing on top of immaculate cars and jets in the background. You know, he sent the wrong message to a lot of people, but he does want to come back to play with the Niners. So I think he's like not going to get it. But we'll see. But what do you think about that? Are we going to be okay without him? And also, that 31 pick. I don't think we talked about this. Is it a good idea to trade that back, and how far down do you want to go?
I mean, I see he's posing like he's, 22 years old, and pissing me off. But, I keep asking everybody who says it, what is this man worth to you and for how long?
Yeah.
There has to be some incentives dealt, but can we make it without him, Ronbo? I mean, I don't know. It didn't look very good before he got there. I mean, it didn't look bad, but it didn't look very good. Then it got really good.
But so, John, he came in. He came in and administered some things that were necessary, and unfortunately, it's a dog-eat-dog world. He came in and he served a purpose, and I think the 49ers think, well, we got out of him what we needed. He brought our kids to the next level. They'll grow on their own from there.
Okay, well, we still need him. We still need him to bring the next receiver that we draft up to that. I mean, this guy's like literally player coach mentality on the field at the same time. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. But
I know. His value, I agree.
He's valuable. How do you deny that? And
how do you
the fact that they haven't made any contact, that's concerning. I don't know. I mean, what did they do? Close the book? I mean, maybe they felt like they did get what they got.
Yeah, and then again, they're really working hard on Eric Armstead. Apparently, that they don't have any other time or energy to spend on anybody else. If I'm J-Dub and Emmanuel Sanders, I mean, my feelings are a little hurt. Even though I know the nature of this game and how the business works, I'd still we got how many guys in the front office? Nobody could give me a word.
I know. Send me a winking emoji. Send me something.
I know, right?
God damn it. Keep me on the line. Jesus. I don't know, dude. It freaks me out. But trade him back with the pick. I'd like to see us get I'd like to get to the fourth round. I'd like to get a fourth. But I want Gladney, and I mean, I'm going to get crucified for that. But I do. I want Gladney. And then I think we should look for a receiver and then hit the O-line. But what do you do? I mean, everybody we talk to, everybody on the show, everybody wants something different, I don't know, Ronbo.
I think it's going to be, before I trade that 31, it's going to be somebody late in the second round, I think, that's going to want to get into that round and maybe pick up or pick off something. The thing is, you know what I don't know, John? If they're going to make that kind of a deal, do you do that a week before the draft or do you wait till that night to make the draft? And I'm always scared about doing that kind of thing because what if nobody calls?
Yeah. I mean, Ronbo, we have John Lynch and Shanahan, two very dynamic wizards when it comes to draft time. They know what they're going to do before they do it. They've already known. I bet you right now, as we speak, they've got ideas. They know what they're going to do. But I mean, we're going to sit here and smack our head off the brick wall until we can get some answers. I mean, that's why I love the show. This is an excellent
speculation goes crazy
filler.
here.
I mean, yeah.
We're gonna breathe a big sigh of relief.
We bounce ideas off each other.
Oh, it's fun stuff. We're gonna breathe a big sigh of relief. Let's say by Friday, 49ers have come to an agreement with Eric. Oh, yes, finally. Now, we got a couple of days. Move on to Emmanuel Sanders and Jimmy. Whatever you guys going to do, do it. Get it done.
Yeah.
It'll be an exciting moment. Yeah. We'll have to wait, though.
It's exciting. It is. When I see that post on your Instagram, that's when I'll get really excited,
God.
But, I mean, I feel like do you think that Jaquiski Tart is in trouble?
Not yet. Is his contract?
You think we'll let him go?
What's he's not expiring contract this year. I don't think.
I don't know if it's expiring. I need to go back and I'll take that back and look at it.
His name's not in any conversation. I think they renewed him last year, actually, didn't they? I think.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's got a couple more years. Just those names that are out there: Eric Armstead, Emmanuel Sanders, and Jimmy Ward. Those are the guys. Everybody else is pretty much either on some kind of a situation where they're
out there too, Ronbo, and I don't know what they think that Goodwin is worth to them.
No, he has another year.
I see people that want him. I don't know what Goodwin is going to be worth to. He's not worth a fourth-round pick, in my opinion. I don't
agree.
think so.
No, I mean,
he's not worth a fourth.
He's not going to be seen by anybody in the league. Nobody's going to give the 49ers a fourth-round pick for Marquise. I don't think so either. His availability, he didn't do well as far as catching the ball on his last few times. Mm-hmm. So if I'm a GM and I offer you any more than a fourth-round pick, I could get fired. So I don't. You're right.
No, you're right. I've been seeing a lot of that speculation, man. Fourth round, and I mean, I just keep asking.
I know
why. Who is that? Who believes that? I can't get behind it.
Well, the Chiefs. The Chiefs would be. And somebody made a joke about the Chiefs. The Chiefs like speed, and they got the kind of quarterback. If you add Marquise Goodwin to that lineup, it doesn't matter if he's hurt or not, because when he is healthy, that's just ridiculous. They don't have a guy that runs less than 4.3. God.
We contained them too, Ronbo. We did so well with that. Our secondary, man. If we didn't choke up on that outside play where Watkins went right, and then
Sherman went left.
Tyreek Hill, he was on the Sherman went left, and Mosley,
and Mosley screwed
his
up.
His head spun on a swivel.
But you know what? It doesn't matter, John. It's all Jimmy G's fault. This is why I keep saying, you know what? A lot of BS on Jimmy, man. You guys, no one guy can lose a game. Not like that. But anyway.
No one guy has taken this much in all of I don't think I've seen a quarterback take more shit for being so great in his first full season. Ronbo, I don't think I've ever seen a man crucified this bad. This is you would have thought this guy was the worst in the league, man.
I'm just glad.
Holy smokes.
And that he's got the temperament he does, and he's not going to come unglued. Jimmy G's going to come out and hold a clinic next year on many occasions. I can already see it. John, we got to go. Let me see you Wednesday, okay?
Wednesday. I'm looking forward to it, Ronbo. Always a pleasure, my man.
Thanks,
Thank you for everything you do, brother.
Thanks.
All right. Good night, my man. See you soon.
Talk to you later. Good night. And Maurice.
Come here, Ronbo.
Maurice. Come on in. Hey, Maurice, man. I'm telling you, Maurice, it's about, let's see. It's about the first round. What do you do with that 31? Maurice, I already know what you're going to say, but I want to know how you're going to use it. And also, can people please call Emmanuel Sanders? Maurice, Emmanuel Sanders wants to be a 49er. I can't get mad at him about that.
I sure can't need him, Ronbo, because, you know what I'm saying, if I was in his shoes, I want to be a 49er too.
Damn.
Because, you know what I'm saying, it's only thing I can see we can do with that pick, we can trade it to get more picks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do that so we can give Jimmy G some protection just in case if we can't keep Sanders, you know what I'm saying, so the players can develop their routes, stuff like that. So,
and you know something, hey, Maurice, what would you? I'd even consider, and I know somebody's gonna say, Ronbo, stop whatever you're drinking, get some better brew. I'd bring back Richie Cognito next year just to protect Jimmy G, because Richie Cognito, even if he can't block a man, he'll bite, kick him, or punch him. Richie Cognito's a very sick man, but he will protect his quarterback.
That's right.
I need it. You know, I got to get somebody to guard. You know what? Next to Weston Richburg, I need a guard in there that takes it seriously. Richburg takes it seriously. He takes it personally when you get past him and hit Jimmy.
I'm telling you, Ramon, in that Super Bowl, if we had some good stacked up, you know what I'm saying, that gave Jimmy G time, that ball was going to be dropped off the Emmanuel turn. Perfect.
I know it.
It would have been perfect because the play before that, he trying to hurry up because he was trying to wait. He said it wait. He ain't type of person don't, just want to really just throw it. He really looking for somebody to throw it to every time he take a snap.
And Maurice's time was up. So he had to make something. And he anticipated, put the ball in the end zone. Hopefully my guy will run under it. Our guy didn't run under it. So,
Right, exactly.
So, it's
easy. See, we already like to run the ball.
Yeah.
So we go that route and try to just enforce our running game and, hopefully we can keep breathing, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we can. If we can't, we might have to pick up another running back in the, fourth or fifth round. The picks that we got.
Marsh, you really think we need to pick up a running back? If the 49ers pick another running back up, if there's another position there of need that they go get a running back for, I'm gonna scratch my head because we got to get.
Let's get
a better running back. But can you imagine a better running back in the draft? I'm sorry, go ahead. Can you imagine, if you're not picking up a running back in the first or second round, can you imagine any round past that with a better running back than the group we got right now? Ain't nobody going to beat most of that of no job.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody can pick one up,
the 49ers can.
It would be.
True.
We'll be the one that do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. They know running backs.
Because we look for certain things in running back that other teams don't look at. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So we'll probably, you know what I'm saying? It's all depends. You know what I'm saying? If we can keep the nucleus of our team together, hope we sign on steady, everything trickle down, everybody get signed and be happy. Hopefully or we can keep Ward for maybe a 1-2 year deal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Give him a little
God.
money so that way, if
Because he don't want to leave. These guys
break
don't want
the
to
bank.
leave. Maurice, you know what Belichick used to do? Guys used to have a good Super Bowl. They come out, I got to get paid. And Belichick says, well, you go ahead and check out, see what you can find. And let us know if, you know. And sure enough, players would go out, run around for a few minutes, run around. Next thing you know, they come back to their daddy Billy. Remember that linebacker? Yeah, they come right back to Bill Belichick, man. Come on, you guys kid. Go ahead.
You don't miss nothing, good until you're gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right? And that goes for Tom Brady, too. Maurice, Tom Brady quarterbacks for the New England Patriots in 2020. I would bet money. People say, ain't no way. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That's where he going to stay. Don't see him come to San Fran. We don't need to try to break the bank to get him. We already got a defensive line we're trying to pay up. Then we got other guys coming next year we got to pay. We don't need to even break their locker room, come out. That little love affair coming to the West Coast. He can come, play, and retire, come back home. That's what he want to do. But, he don't need to be no 49er.
Well, that was never going to happen anyway. But the thing is, Brady is going to want to go back. He's going to go back and he's going to listen to entertain offers. It's just he's a tease. He's going to go out and people are going to say, Tom, they're going to have red carpet coming out of the parking lot all the way to the front door of the office. There's going to be girls throwing rose petals in his path as he's walking. Tom wants all of this, right? He comes in, sits down. There's going to be like some kind of a setup in the office that looks like a palace or something, like one of those Roman feasts of way back. Tom, you're the greatest quarterback of all time. Here's a blank check. Tom, here's all we want from you is a Super Bowl. You know? And Tom's going to look at him and say, yeah, but you guys are the Rams. I can't make any promises. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. He wants to go through all of that, you know?
We don't need to go bankrupt on some players outside trying to come in. If we're going to go bankrupt, they're going bankrupt on what we know, what we got as a team. If we're going to go that route.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since we're going to bankrupt on somebody outside, you know what I'm saying? This team already
You got to pay our own guys. You're paying. That's why I keep laughing. People say, "Bring Brady in. What are you going to pay him?" You got to knock Jimmy off the books. You're still going to have dead money, and then you got that dead money's against the cap, and you got to pay Tom. You think he's going to play for nothing? I got news for you.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Look at the defense that you finna look up that you got to pay, and Kittle and Butler and
it's a joke. It's a silly joke.
You can't do that. You're going to destroy the whole team.
All right, people think you just trade Tom back to New England. That's my favorite. Who told you the Patriots are going to involve themselves in that? And they got to sign and trade Tom first. This is the ultimate stupidity. I have never seen anything. AB last year was one thing.
It's just a storyline for them to talk about.
Oh, it's a dumb. Okay. Tell you what, fam. We got to go. Hey, Maurice, let me see Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, Romo.
Yeah.
Shout out to all 49 out there.
All right, fam.
Keep it faithful. This thing for the long haul.
That's all we got to do. We get there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Night, Maurice.
All right.
And there's a Big Show. What's up, fam? Here's news fresh off the wire from Big Show. He says Matt Mielko of the Bay Area, NBC Bay Area, he said on his podcast, 49ers sent no defensive coaches to the combine this year. It was mainly offensive coaches. Priority in the draft this year is likely pass catchers, O-linemen, other skill players. You can assume that too. The defense just needs to be paid. You got a lot of players. So, Kyle's tired of the offensive line too. They've already let everybody know Persons is out of here. Richburg has got to be put on notice. Weston, you can't go down. We're gonna get a center and let you break him in, okay? Because we're not. If you're gonna go down every year when we need you the most, we're gonna have to have some backup. Hey, Clarence. There's that Kansas City dude with Clark over post. I love it. Clarence. Clark. many sacks did Clark get? 3, 4? Hey, Hayden.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hayden. Come on in, my man. Hayden?
So what do you want me to talk about? Forgot.
And, we're pick number 31. And Hayden, at 31, you could get one of the players on the first round. It's the last pick, but one of the best players in the draft this year. Or you can trade that back, Hayden, and get you some more goodies, maybe late second round and a third or fourth round. Or, it's whatever scenario you want to come up with. And also, Hayden, Emmanuel Sanders may not be with us next year. How does that make you feel?
Because of Debo.
Hayden, you got to get off speakerphone. You got to get in your. Oh, go ahead. I can hear you a little better now. Go ahead.
So I would rather go for the second round because of Debo. You saw what happened to him. He's amazing.
Superstar. Man.
And
he's going to be a superstar.
Picks, I hope.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. What do you think about our wide receivers? Are we going to be, you're looking at Trent Taylor coming back. Debo's already established himself as one of the league stars. You hear about Debo. You ever listen to any other programs, Jalen or Hayden, on NFL Network and other shows? Do you notice now that Debo is like a new standard? You get a guy now, a wide receiver that has running back skills is the ideal. I like that.
Yeah.
Talk about calling him Debo's name. Go ahead.
So Emmanuel Sanders was trying to say I was trying to say I wanted to be on the team. But then why were you saying, free agent working or something? Why would you say something like that if you want to be on the team?
I know if you're going to do it, be sincere about it. Act like you really want to. I guess he's a veteran.
Say something like, I want to be on the 49ers next year. It's not like, free agency lurking.
These guys got a lot of pride. They've got egos, I guess. It's want everybody to know, hey, listen.
Is he just saying that just to say it?
No, it's what you call profiling. You want everybody to know, I'm a bad butt. I don't, man, you got to pay me. But he wasn't really saying it like that. I think he may have sent the wrong message.
No, I know.
I think he didn't mean to.
It was like he was trying to look cool.
Yeah,
the jet in the background. And
exactly. So, he doesn't realize 49ers are really going to have struggle to pay him. So you should probably be as humble as possible. But, no, that's not the way they think.
And I watched a video with, when you were, it was just an hour long, and it was kind of like you just let one person talk. And
years ago?
I agreed with most stuff, but I want Eric Armstead and Kendrick Bourne.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Eric
Those
Armstead.
Two guys we need.
I agree.
And then I have to clarify something. A caller called earlier and said, DJ Jones, he's not a free agency this year.
No, DJ's with us. DJ's got another year.
I thought he was.
You know what?
Yeah.
He signed in 2017. So this is last year. Yeah, he's not. It's 2017, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, Jones shouldn't be.
No, because there was confusion about him, about being a free agency.
Yeah, Jones shouldn't be a free agent until next year. He's got one more. Him and Solomon Thomas came. Solomon Thomas came in 2017, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they both came in the same year.
Like pick 3 or something.
Yeah, they came in the same year. He's got another year in his contract. He came in the 7th round of 2017. 4 years later, of course, he's not. We don't have to sign him until 2021, next year.
Yeah, and I have another question. Are we going to have Earl Mitchell for another year? Is he retired?
It's scary, isn't it? No. Earl came in. Earl was a Band-Aid because we lost DJ Jones, okay? So, no.
Yeah,
Earl,
DJ.
Yeah, we're not.
Wasn't he the mentor of DJ Jones?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, DJ looks up to him. DJ let him use his number when he came in to play with us, actually. So, yeah, you're right. They're close. But Earl's time is up.
Is he going to play?
No.
Or no?
Well, you know, DJ's going to be healthy. He's going to be back in
because
time.
he's not retired.
No,
now.
But the 49ers are not going to keep him. It's a roster space we need. Earl will probably be at home kicking back. He retired, you know. We called him out of retirement.
Yeah, I know. He retired and then went out of retirement. Yeah. Okay, I was just checking. You never know.
Yeah, you don't. It's
and
true.
I'd be like, oh, I want one more year or something.
Hayden, he may be back if we can't. Everybody's not healthy. Again, for the same reason, he's already retired. Hey, Earl, can you hang around with us until our guys come back? He probably doesn't mind. He knows. So.
And what was that guy? He was like Kevin Street or something.
Oh yeah, we got to wait for him next year to come in. He was hurt. He's always hurt. Let's see if he gets better next year.
He's always hurt, right?
He'll be back next year. He should be healthy.
That's why Earl Mitchell played because.
One of the reasons, and others. Hayden, we got to go though.
Because Kevin Street was on IR, right?
Yeah, lots of other guys too.
Yeah.
Let me see Wednesday.
About Jerick McKinnon. I hope he has the same.
Yeah, well, no,
same level.
He should be healthy. He's had a long time to heal. He should be fine. Yeah, hey, we really got to go. I'll see you Wednesday, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Bye,
have a great
Ronbo.
night. All right. Thanks, Hayden.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And let us roll over now to Sir Leo.
Ronbo.
Shaleo, as you know, 31 pick is definitely going to be traded back, but what you want to do with it is another thing. And how about Emmanuel Sanders? We have a receiving core that's sort of a fledgling group, bunch of kids starting to come into their own, but will they be as tough without their mentor and teacher and sensei, Emmanuel Sanders? E-Man. Oh. But what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, how about them cowgirls? How about them Seacock? How about them Lamb? How about them Oakland, Las Vegas Raider Joe? You see what I sent you on Twitter today? I messaged you with the Dak Prescott declining $30 million.
Oh, was that you? I thought I read that. Yeah. Did you put that in DM or did you put that? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I got to get back to you on that one because I didn't know that was you, Shaleo. I tell you, man, I love the problems that other people are having. It makes us feel better about our own problems. You know, because Eric Armstead's got a sign, damn it.
So what I'm thinking is Dak Prescott is not going to accept $30 million.
Then take Tom Brady to Texas.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh, see, I'm telling you right now, man, Amari Cooper's not a promise to come back to Dallas either. So now you got,
oh no,
you know, it's wow. We'll see. And still, there's places Tom could go that don't necessarily include our quarterback that doesn't need to be removed, that are there's a lot of worse quarterbacks than Jimmy G in the NFL. So, you know, and how about Tom go to Miami anyway? That's a team that beats him every year. God. Anyway.
You know what? He's going to go to a team that's ready to win, like win now mode. But
Tom is.
Let's talk about the Lambs. They're broke. They still suck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the Seacocks, you know, they still got Wilson. They're doing their thing. They're going to give us a hard time.
Yeah,
but let's talk about 49er football here.
Let's do.
Emmanuel Sanders, I don't know, man. You're pissing me off a little bit.
How come?
Just keep your mouth shut, man.
Well,
you're a good player.
Yeah. He really wants to come back, though. You hear it. I think he's acting out, you know. He went after some guy tweeted out.
There's no need for that, you know.
And that's yeah.
He's going to get his money, you know. If even if it's not with us, you know, he'll go somewhere else. You don't get his money, you know. He's still going to get his cash.
Can you imagine?
He just can't act up like that.
Yeah, but can you imagine though? You go to something and get satisfied and really enjoy it, and you got to pull up and leave later. Well, in that case, go ahead and bend on the money. You know, don't he's upset because the 49ers haven't even contacted him. I guess he should keep calm about that too, but still.
Just keep calm, But whatever we give him, it's up to him, accept or decline. I like to thank him. He did well for guys like Debo and Kendrick Bourne.
He made
Kendrick Bourne and Debo are like mentors to him.
Yeah. And they followed everywhere. Too bad they couldn't get to Dante. We should give him a new challenge. Listen, there's an incentive package that also includes.
Dante, meow.
But that's what I'm saying. You make sure you pay Emmanuel Sanders a little extra in his incentive package. Listen, if you can turn Dante Pettis into a hardcore, tough wide receiver, there's going to be X amount of money in there for you as well.
I think they tried to, try to mentor him a little bit, but I just don't think Dante's head is in there. I like I said before, I don't think he wants to really play. I think he wants to play with kitty cats, but give him one of Jimmy G's cats.
God, I mean the thing is. Yeah, I know, right? Those are the kind of kitties that'll help a man get big and strong. I seen what you did there. Hey, but listen, the kiddies will be at home waiting when you get through playing football. Go out there and be tough. Run that route.
Yeah, be tough.
Come on, Dante.
Run that route.
Take one for the team.
I don't care if he does his routes right, but I just want you to catch the ball. Like, if you could catch the ball and go with it, I'm fine with that. But you're over here dropping the ball. You're laughing.
He heard footsteps. Dante's one of the guys that does pay attention to footsteps. Shalil, he's one of the best route runners on the team. I made that distinction last year. I seen Dante move. I seen him run routes. And I seen the same thing off of every defender. When you see that, that is a sure sign that he's got a go-to move.
He was very good.
Who?
No questions about his rookie year. But he got a sophomore slump. I don't know what happened. I think Emmanuel Sanders came in. Something happened. He might have not been getting enough balls. Something must have happened,
So you're just on a roll tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean,
I like when you tie that all together.
Good. Even if I talk negative, I want him to do well.
I know, man. I thought he was going to be the shiznit this last season. I said, oh, here he comes. Dante Pettis is going to have the same kind of second year as George Kittle did. Breakout. Broke out. Break nothing.
And you know what? I really like this receiver, Denzel Mims.
Oh yeah, that's my dude.
I think he's a really good wide receiver, and I like the guy from Clemson. I forgot his name.
What position? Another wide receiver?
He's a wide receiver as well.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I can't remember.
T. Higgins. T. Higgins.
Yeah, he's got speed, doesn't he? As I remember.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about the other guy from LSU.
Threat. He's a deep threat.
He is deep threat.
He doesn't have that much.
No, he's not a deep threat. He's a great route runner, though. Those are the guys that make the mark for you, though.
But if we don't get those two, I think we should go for a defensive player. If we got another option to go for a defensive player, we should get Jeff Gladney. You see what's happening to Richard Sherman right now.
I know everybody's using that for an example. Yeah. And we don't know. We don't know.
A step or two.
We don't know what Witherspoon's going to be like. Is he going to recover from last year? Is it a mental thing? What's going to happen?
But Witherspoon, you could put him in special teams.
He already said that. He volunteered to be one. No need to make Mosley do that. I can handle that. Take a little bit off his plate. I just want to help in any way I can. Then get better. Just do what you did before you came back from that injury. You were doing fine. What happened? Okay. It's nothing easy. He'll do it.
And you know what? And I want to see more Richie James play. I think he last year, in that preseason game against the Chiefs, he was tearing it up.
I know.
I think we should play him more often.
And he wants to play too. You can tell. He's not like Dante on the sideline partying. He wants more action. Shalil, we're gonna go. I'll see you on Wednesday, okay?
Before I leave, I think they're gonna put prediction here. Before I leave,
okay.
I think they're gonna put McKinnon at punt return. I think
he does a good job at it. He smoked us a couple of years back. Yeah. All right.
Shout out to the Niner Empire. Thank you for the platform, Ronbo. You have a good night.
Thank you, Shalil. Night. Oh, good. Here comes Jack. Jack.
Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy. What did I miss? Good morning, everybody.
Jack, listen, I
Oh,
remember,
man.
you know how you always come in and you always let us know that you've picked out some of the best players in the draft that are in the NFL currently. I forgot, as you were saying that, I said, Jack is right. Damn it. Let me see if I can find somebody else. Jack, you also were a big proponent of one Adrian Colby.
I'm still a big fan of his right now because he showed flashes from the beginning. To my defense, he over succeeded as a 7th rounder, and he would have just kept getting better. But he needed to be on the bench for a couple years, maybe even 1 year, and just to watch everything and get better and get better. Because obviously there's a reason why he slipped to the 7th round. So to my defense, I'll say that he did succeed in different areas as a 7th rounder. So I don't feel I was wrong for the work that he did do.
Jack,
but as a 7th rounder, you're gonna have some flaws.
Jack, you're really what you're doing over there. You may be doing
unnamed Richie James.
I know.
Unnamed
Richie
James.
You're over there doing something to do with moving products, but you're a defense attorney otherwise, right?
Yeah. Well, I like to say this, man. My clients are all innocent until proven guilty, and we like to get to let justice be served. Listen, man. Another guy, what's his name? I think it's Kyle Madsen from Niner Wire. I think he's listening to Ronbo as well because
Kyle Madsen. Yeah, Kyle's my guy. I always resort to his stuff to check him out.
Yeah. And I like him. Shout out to Kyle. I think he's listening because he heard Jack say that we should not trade Goodwin. I think we're gonna get next to nothing, and then now he's saying we're gonna get next to nothing for Goodwin. Yeah. And for that and the people we have on our roster, let's keep them signed because there's no telling what this man is. You cannot teach speed, and he has one of the top 40s ever. He still has that speed. So I think keep this dude for another year, and maybe sitting down and just staying humble for 1 year on the sidelines will humble him and show his true colors,
Well, Jack, the thing is, just what you just said, I think he's going to be with us because I don't think the 49ers are going to be able to land a good pick for him. So 49ers are going to say, okay, let him come out and compete, and let's get a good look at him. And if we can't afford to keep him on the roster, we'll just go ahead and let him go. I think that's what they might do.
Yeah.
But if he does come in, but he looks good every year in camp, though, Jack. That's the only thing. He looked great in camp last year from what I remember.
And I'm not concerned about Emmanuel Sanders. This is just a tactic that his agent's telling him to do. I'd tell him, too, as his criminal defense lawyer, you know what? It's almost the 18th. Let's make some noise out there, put some pressure under Kyle and John and Parag Marathi to get this thing going here, or at least create some buzz for yourself. So when free agency does come, people, other teams are looking at you. So I understand on his part what he's doing and stuff. But the homeboy yesterday, Brian Edwards, that I brought up. I just want to really quick say to people that only thing, okay, maybe his route running isn't the totally polished. I don't think Terrell Owens was as well, but he has the same size. And
Big Show.
Speed.
Big Show did condemn that
but
pick.
I mean, in South Carolina, this guy has like the most receptions in consecutive games. So I mean, most games with the reception. So he has 48 continuously games with receptions. 48 career receptions, 234. These are all school histories. South Carolina, and career receiving yards of 3,054. He's third in career touchdowns with 22. He's third in career touchdowns at South Carolina with 22, only behind Sidney Rice and Alshon Jeffries. And really quick to end it on my man, he ranks third in SEC history with 234 career receptions and fourth of all time in the entire league with 3,045 yards.
Big Show. That note you sent me yesterday, man. Jack's laying out these numbers. I don't know, Show. It sounds like it's pretty good to me. Show said that you definitely you were stretching it on this guy. So I don't know.
he just needs a little coaching. I'm telling you, this guy's gonna be a gem. They're calling him the biggest sleeper at the wide receiver position because he hurt his toe or something before the combine. Otherwise, you would have saw him at the combine.
That's how guys
broke
fall.
One of his toes or something.
Yeah, that's how guys fall in the draft every year. People pick up players every year because they got hurt or something just before the combine. For some reason, the combine is the measure of which people pick some players up. So, yeah.
Either way, man, I can't wait for this draft. We got 10 more days. Let's go. Good morning from the UK. Let's keep it rolling, baby. Love y'all.
All right, Jack. Look forward to talking to you later. Be back Wednesday. All right. All right, Jack. Oh. Hey, John. Thanks, John, for the contribution. It says, it's possible you're on to something, brother. Maybe Sanders really is acting out for the phone call. Is it possible Sherman works on that speed? I just want to put it out there. We let Spoon off the hook, roasting Dante. You're right. You know, it's funny. I don't know, but you know, Spoon. You can actually see he's doing the best he can. That's why you get mad at Dante, because he's like that kid that's got so much potential and capability, but he's just not interested in stardom or wanting to be better. So you get mad with him. Spoon's working as hard as he can. I really think so. I don't know what happened, but something's gone wrong. But Dante is sitting over there, and he's just having a ball on the sideline. You can see he's not concerned about being in the game. That's what's so annoying about him. He's one of the best. He could be, and I don't. This is not a stretch. He could be the best route runner on the team. Dante hits that one step. He's got an awkward way running, but when he does that dip move where he nearly squats and explodes off that other leg and goes the other way. Sometimes he does a whole dance. You'll see him go. The defender doesn't know which way he's going, but he seems to know exactly where the defender's going, and he'll go the opposite way. You'll always see that separation. He's going downfield. He's going one way, and the defender's going the other. That happens over and over. I said, look at that. Dante's a frigging freak. How do you do that all the time? But he's scared. Oh, Dante. Get a testosterone shot or something, man. Ah, God. Anyway, let me go over here to Timothy. And he says, hey, Ronbo, these sports reporters today are no different than the tabloid paper writers of the past. I know. Same guys. Everything about increasing readers to sell their wares. I only follow Matt. Matt Mayoko doesn't play that. That's true. Mayoko's old school, too. That's pretty funny. You make up a good point there, Coach. He just said, que uno, Ronbo. Cheers. He's the third. What's up, fam? And also, Coach goes on to say, we need to keep DeMontre Moore for insurance on both Blair and the possibility Armstead is not retained as well. Yeah, and he's, you know what, Ronnie Blair, and also Slick says both Julian Taylor and Ronnie Blair could start on the PUP list, so they're definitely going to sign DeMontre Moore. I got a feeling. Frank Kojima, see, that's a good point. Devin McCourty, and McCourty was talking about retiring last year. So at 33 years old, I don't think the 49ers are looking toward him, and they're definitely not going to give him a big payday. 33? Oh, God, no. It's another why his cousin Tom is not coming there either. 43. What? Collie Young says, what up? Guys, stop paying attention. Just as I said it, stop paying attention to all the Jimmy G gossip. He isn't going anywhere. He's our quarterback for the foreseeable future. I know. I just don't like the disrespect he's getting. He's not going to say anything. The 49ers aren't going to address this because they're not going to even acknowledge the crap. So, I feel sorry for G, and I love speaking out for him. Every time I see those reporters, I have to pick them off and call them names and everything else. What are you talking about? Listen, let me tell you something. Then I get into it then. Mr. Block, I said, oh, yeah. Hey, did you see my pick? I had the Jason 49ers mask and the black Bosa jersey. And he says, damn, I had a good time on the Super Bowl. He says, we should have won that thing, but I partied real well. I know, we watched it fizzle in the closing seconds. It was like you could hear your heartbeat. Those movies where you It's like, how did you? And Mentor Timothy also says, remember, one man's junk, can't believe you used that term. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Goodwin is worth whatever someone who wants him is willing to pay, whether that's second, third, or fourth, or a later pick, and I think third to fifth. Good point. We don't think that we can get anything but Kyle went and got him. I think was he a free agent that year? I guess. But yeah, our estimation of he may get interviewed by people and they may say what they want and they say, well, 49ers want a 4th round pick for us, so we're willing to split with that if if you think you can give us that much worth. Because as a lot of us do think, he's a very sensitive individual. Now that his mind is cleared, he may look like he did in season number 1, the one we had. What should I say, 2017? You just don't know. He's a very temperamental person. Everything affects him. He wears his heart on his sleeve at all times, and it affects his play. Now his mind should be clear. He should be looking forward to the future. He could be a monster next year because we need him to take that cap off. That's why George Kittle had such a great year he had. That was Keith out on the field a lot of those games. Okay. Anyway. Mark, you enjoyed that too about the. Anyway, we'll find out. Hey, fam, let's come back. We'll talk some more 49ers football on Wednesday. Don't tell them what develops between now and then. As we move toward the 18th, there ain't no telling what we're going to hear tomorrow, to be exact. But I look forward to talking to you Wednesday, fam. Have a great night. Hey, it's a like before you say goodnight. And no, address the person that thinks that Frank Clark is better than Nick Bosa. He's never, even if he's been hurt, Frank Clark has never seen a day that he was better than Nick Bosa. I know! Singing ooh la la, ooh la 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 la.